What else is really good is introducing all of our players here tonight, folks. And let's just get into this, right?
Oh, we're jumping right in.
Starting from the opposite end. What? Your stuff is ready. Thank you. Love you.
Is High Train going?
Okay, I will. Close the door! No, like close it. Not it opened again. Gentle. 10 seconds. Gentle. Okay, sorry. Hey!
Gently.
She keeps slamming the door and it opens again. Okay, I don't know what she's doing. Anyway, we're starting from the opposite end of the group this time. I'm a mess. Ladies and gentlemen, who is not a mess? It's Native Raider playing Ryuki, our elf druid.
Hello, I am Ryuki. I am a druid, elf, and I like things. I
walks on the beach.
I thought I was last. I'm usually last.
I know. That's why I went to the other side.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing great.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
All right.
I feel like it could have been better, but it was okay.
Rough
start.
That was for beef.
Moving back along, we have our Elf Rouge, Mr. Zarok himself.
It is I, the man of many psychopathic tendencies. Which one will I choose tonight?
I was legitimately thinking about that earlier today. I was like, I wonder what kind of mental illness Zarok's going to have this session.
Well, we've done... What have we done? We've done...
Nymphomania.
Yep.
Nymphomania. We've done depression.
Yep.
We've done...
Random murder hobo.
A sociopath.
We haven't done narcissistic personality disorder yet.
Well, that's his
Could
all
be
the
that
time.
one.
That's his all the time.
That's just
What are your thoughts about that, Zarok?
Yes.
Very good.
Ah, yes. Yes.
Also very good. It's Quoth, our Eric monk.
Yeah. That's me.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
What are you painting tonight?
Some Deathwing Terminators.
Ooh.
Just about to finish the whole squad.
That's exciting, dude. I've been really enjoying the updates. You are, and I think it's because of D&D. It's because of our group that you've improved. I think because you have this extra practice time. I'm noticing an improvement.
Yeah, I have all
in
this
your
extra
painting.
time of sitting here and not talking.
So I think you should thank us.
Yeah, definitely.
Anytime.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Be sure to do that. Yep.
Also on the list of things for me to do, it's Perxiris, played by Russie Poo, our Goliath barbarian.
Yes, it's wonderful to be here with all of you. Just the other day, I was sitting alone and I was thinking about this time in which I was sitting across and gambling with a friend of mine. I don't think I should mention any names, but he wears blue spandex, has a thing for stars and stripes, and we got into an arm wrestle, you'll see. And I beat him quite handily. It was great.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, God, I just farted too. We're real professional here, folks. All right, so you guys are about to give me a glorious recap, and I'm very appreciative of that, Russ.
Oh. Last time on Cloud Dragon Strike Force Team Go, we were in our traveling inn. Not our traveling inn. We haven't taken it over yet, but there may be that possibility.
Soon.
Right. On our way to Neverwinter, we had just left the magical emporium that belonged to a dwarf whom I can't remember the name of, but it was really cool.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. We had just acquired some new cool magical materials, and we were raring to try them out, aside from on each other, which we already did. When there was an ambush that was set up by some goblins that we later came to find out that they were goblins, and a lot of them. Like, there were just a shit ton of
so many goblins.
So many goblins. They tried to put a tree in our path, and then I jumped overboard, grabbed the tree, threw it to the side, or kind of like crab walked it to the side because I'm pretty sure I failed my strength check, which was a little sad. And then we slew said goblins. To the one, leaving one alive. I took him under my wing to incorporate him into our home, away from home, our band of merry warriors, and named him Grund. Was it Grund or Grundies?
Grundies.
I think I just called
Grundies.
him Grundies. Grundies.
Wait, did we name him that, or was that the name he gave us?
You named him Grundies.
We named him Grundies because
Got it.
he was so frightened he couldn't remember his name, I think. I did ask him what his name was, and he did not tell me. So I told him I would call him Grundies, and fed him chicken, gave him clothes.
Mm-hmm.
He is now my bestest friend in the whole world. In fact, I'm pretty sure I fell asleep with him cuddled up next to me.
You
No,
sure
he
did.
slept on the floor. He didn't want to cuddle with me. He slept on the floor, I think.
I thought you guys cuddled.
I can't remember. I invited him to cuddle, and I think he was like,
Because I remember
don't know
curling
you that
up
well
like a
yet.
dog because he's like, well, this is my life now.
Right. I had invited him to cuddle with me. You are the DM. You let me know whether when I awaken he has cuddled up next to me, or has slit my throat, or has stolen all of my stuff and absconded.
Yep. Russ, you can go ahead and leave the call. There are only 3 members of this party now.
Excellent.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you for showing up tonight. Good afternoon,
This
good
has
evening,
been an
and
excellent.
good night.
Yeah. No, well, guess I'll go back to playing Space Marines too.
Oh yeah, good luck. So yeah, you guys had a lovely fight right as the sun, right as a lot of you were getting ready to go to bed or had just gone to bed. So you have gone back to bed afterwards. I don't think any of you discussed taking a watch that night after all the things that had happened. You can decide so now if you'd like.
Well, we're still on the
The land yacht, yeah.
the land lot. Yeah, that thing, moving hotel. I mean, do we need to take? We haven't been taking watches this for, have we?
Nope, just curious. Not in like a diabolical DM way.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
hold on.
yeah. Are you sure?
I would like to bring forth the idea that we could do watch this evening, and being the one that only requires 4 hours, I would be happy to volunteer to be the first.
Yeah, I could. I'll take second watch then if we think we need some extra security after what happened.
Yes, now I will pose the second question. In which position or what room do you feel would be best to keep watch?
I mean, we should probably go up on the roof of the yacht, right?
Yes.
Like they've let us up there.
Is it agreed? Then it's
Do we-
agreed.
Do we need more than 2 shifts?
I'll take
well.
a second half because it just works out with our sleep schedule, being a homie.
Oh, the 4 and 4, yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah,
I'll take
that's
the second
right.
shift.
You guys don't need to sleep.
Yeah. I'm gonna let our
I wish I
other
was
guys get their sleeping beauty. They need it.
Very good. In that case, I shall go sit by the fire, keep watch, and I shall alert you if anything unsavory happens. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And Sarah kind of wanders off with a small glass of ale in hand as he prepares for a very relaxing overnight watch by the fire. And, he doesn't decide to get drunk or anything. He just, wants to
sipping.
enjoy himself after a long battle that we had just fought. And
Right on.
Wait, did you already sleep with the maid?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this before or after
No.
he got his socks rocked?
oh, this is after the fact. I'm
is
just
after the
completely
fact.
moving on.
Yeah, she didn't stay because it was not great.
Of which Zarok is preferring that because he doesn't have relationships with people. He just uses them.
You hide it really well.
In the relationship aspect of things, he just uses them.
Yeah, I got you. All right. That was just a sidetrack while I ate something. Nothing happens during your watches. As the morning sun begins to dip its way through the various windows of the land yacht, you feel that not the sudden jolty stop of after the tree branch hit, but you definitely notice things slowing down, right? You can hear kind of some bustle and movement downstairs. Stuff's getting kind of latched down, moved around, packed up a bit, getting prepped for stopping up. And your top-hatted friend comes at the top of the stairs. Attention, my friends. We are almost to Neverwinter. We should be there within minutes now. The destination is upon us.
Well,
Do we need to hold our tray tables, put our seat backs upright, all that?
Oh, no. We got those taken out years ago. They kept decapitating people.
Yeah. I've heard about all that, yeah.
It's very dangerous, very dangerous.
is it time
Should
for
we,
breakfast?
Oh, absolutely. Breakfast is ready downstairs. We don't want anyone to be, you don't want to arrive at the big city hungry. The street vendors through the gate are very expensive. I do not recommend stopping at them. So make sure you're nice and full before you enter the city.
Is
very
there
good.
how much longer until we reach Neverwinter?
Oh, within the hour.
Does the inn actually go inside the city, or are we just dropped off outside?
So we have think of like a dock on the water, right? But it's next to the front gate. So we pull up to that, and everyone can disembark, and then we unload some things for some people in Neverwinter, and we get loaded with more supplies, and we'll probably be here for a couple of days, and then we'll head out again.
Yes, I have traveled the seas many times. Doc is very familiar with the dock.
Oh, good. Yep, that's pretty basic knowledge.
Can I perception check to see if I believe this nonsense?
Oh, insight or something? Yeah, you can insight. To believe Zarok or to believe Perxiris
Yeah.
that he's seen a dock before? Sure.
Perseverance has never
more or
even
less to see if I
plagued.
believe the stories this time around or not.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
I
yeah.
rolled a 22.
Ooh, this boy. Have you ever seen a dock, Russ? Perxiris?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's
He's being honest and truthful.
All right.
Sorry, we started.
I believe I have been fooled before, and I
I'm in charge.
hope that I won't be fooled again.
What
so
Perxiris says
paranoia is what you're going with
always
this time.
correct.
That's what you think.
Paranoid
He's another
schizophrenia,
man.
got it.
For anyone that does go downstairs, though, it
Yeah,
is,
I'm
it's a pretty solid breakfast. A lot of supplies have been used in the last few days to deal with Perxiris' appetite, but they don't have really any more eggs. As we recall a few days ago, Perxiris asked for all the eggs they had.
and bacon.
And bacon. There's still, sausage links. Sausage links. There's like these biscuity things with sausage chunks in it, layered over this like thick white sauce.
Sausage and scones, please. Blueberry, if you have them.
Oh,
I will eat all meat.
Well, we're getting kind of low on meat, but we still have some ham here and some sausage links. And I mean,
I
if
will
you still
eat
want,
any meat that remains.
do you want some of that steak from last night?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Steak and
All the meat.
Too bad there's no eggs to go with our steak.
Well,
You
don't
really
eat
should
eggs if you have
stop,
enough
Victor.
meat.
I can't be the first half giant to stay here.
Actually, I think you are.
I am. Does that mean I get a picture on the wall?
I think. Do you? We could paint you one. Do you want your picture on the wall?
I do want my picture on the wall. I will even sign it for you.
That would be
Hey,
perfect.
Grundy's, have you
Yes,
ever had steak?
No, master.
You really don't need to call me master. You can just call me Perxiris. Like, that is...
Yes, Master Perxiris.
No,
I would say my last evening's lady friend would do a good job of painting you. However, I have scared her away due to my underperformance.
Well, at least you're honest.
I like how
Makes
you just
sense.
knew. There's no you just knew it wasn't good, but you're like, I liked
Yeah.
it.
We all heard it through the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'll tell you, it was a great, fantastic evening for me.
Do you like that? Yeah.
The gnome shall sing tales of this for generations to come.
Yeah.
Know what I'm
Next
saying?
campaign, you guys are going to run into some traveling gnomes. They're going to be singing about a less than average dicking. But yeah, in the room down below, there's plenty of people traveling and whatnot. One of the bards has come over and, like, if you want, he'll absolutely sit there and paint you while you guys eat.
Well, this is excellent, and you will hang this on your wall. And I just strike a pose as if I'm off thinking deep and heavy thoughts.
I like this. Yep, and they get to work. I'm going to roll a dice to see how good this
Probably
turns out.
chicken, let's be honest. He's thinking about chicken.
I'm also sneaking bites of the food into
Oh
my
yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Deep, poignant thoughts about breakfast.
I love it.
And at some point in the future, you'll find out how that turned out. All right.
Excellent.
Everyone's just sitting around the table eating. You got a couple bards there playing like a little not like melancholy, but like a slower song for the morning to just kind of like. So it's almost like a smooth jazz station, that you actually tune into at like 5 a.m.
Not 1812.
No. It's not 1812. No.
I was thinking like weather, like the
evening
Weather
time.
Channel jazz.
Flight of the
Okay, just
Bumblebee.
confirming.
Yeah. Yeah, they're playing some smooth jazz, and every once in a while, a guy comes in and goes, "It's gonna be 47 degrees today."
Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius? Or
Yeah, I
Kelvin?
was thinking the same.
That's in D&DS.
Got it.
CS.
So like light jacket.
Dia's height.
It's the 5th edition of weather. Anyone think for anyone while you're having the last just little bit, just in case there's anything going on besides the painting, breakfast, and getting yourselves prepped?
Yeah, where is hold on.
So I'll
Tito.
move the map downstairs again.
Well, while we're eating our breakfast,
Where's Dito?
He's at the table with you. Anytime you're eating,
that
he's been popping up there to just like watch and take notes and learn.
while Zorok is enjoying his breakfast, he notices a little mouse run by his feet. He doesn't think much of it until this gentleman that's sitting directly to my left, or standing, shall I say, notices this mouse as well and stomps its lights out.
Oh my god.
And this catches my attention immediately.
Oh no.
My ears go deeply red. And I stare at that guy's foot. And I look around the table. And I keep quiet, mouth full of food. And everybody's just kind of like, what's going on?
That's what we're doing.
And I put down my fork, my knife. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Are you okay?
Did anybody
He's
else
already
see
good.
that mouse?
Roll
In the
me a
bathroom.
perception check.
Or notice anything? Perception.
That's a 24.
Oh,
Yeah, you notice the mouse run through. You heard this little squeak, not thinking much of it, and then like a slight thud, and then your boy said, "I got to go to the bathroom."
Wait, I got a 19. Is that better?
Same thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I pull a slight feather out of my bag and just lay it on its head. A couple druidic type words, and then sit back down and finish eating.
There is now a dead mouse in the middle of the floor with a feather on his head.
After about
In the restaurant.
After about 5 minutes passes, Zerah comes back and pretends nothing even happened.
All right.
You
But it
you
keeps
feeling
staring.
okay?
He keeps staring at the carcass of the dead mouse. Is anybody going to clean that up? And keeps just like looking frantically over at it and sweating and keeping quiet about it.
I'm gonna reach down. I'm gonna grab the mouse, and I'm just gonna like you're tossing a treat to the dog. I'm gonna toss it to Grundy's.
Xerox is so thankful you did that. Releases a massive sigh of relief. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate
For me, Master Perxerus?
I don't know. You do what you want with it.
Oh. And he just kind of
Wipes the
like
bead of
walks
sweat.
backwards out of the room holding it.
Xerox just wipes the bead of sweat from his forehead and continues on as if nothing ever happened.
I feel as if may have made the mistake giving that mouse to Grundy's.
Are you okay?
never know what
Are
it's going to turn up.
you germaphobe?
Just looks you dead in the eye. Absolutely not. Very serious face.
Okay, friend.
Just continues to eat. Ignores everything else. Finish his plate. All right. That was a great meal. On with the day. What's next?
I'm just trying to figure out what your new psychological
I
issue
think
is.
it's obsessive compulsive disorder.
Oh, okay.
Now, this might be considered table talk, but Fudd hasn't punished us for it yet. I shared
Shut the
what
fuck
that
up,
mental
dude. Oh.
illness is. Okay. With Fudd alone. But that's so that way, as the DM, he knows what I'm trying to do and why.
Cool. Awesome.
Yep. Let me tell you, as someone who's behind the curtain, I still don't understand it. But I'm here for it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Your painting starts to be finished. He's like, I think I was going to take a little more time for this. So I'll finish this while you. I'll be able to send it to you guys when I finish it. Don't worry.
No, I thought this was for the traveling in to hang on the wall like a
Oh
You know.
yes.
like a celebrity wall thing.
I'm sorry. I got called over halfway through the conversation.
Or
I
like
do
the guy that ate
apologize.
the super spicy chicken wings.
Yeah,
or...
yeah. There's just a sign above that says "Never give this man fried chicken."
Well, that's awfully rude.
Well, you don't know
Don't
that's what
why
the
I
sign will
would
say.
something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
Do you need me to sign the canvas so that there
I
is
would
a
love
signature
that. Do you
there?
want the secret signature on the back, or do you want to sign the front?
No, I'll sign the front. This way, it is a gift for all the service that they have provided us. It is the least I could do, but provide my countenance to watch over them for the rest of eternity.
Could you do me a big artistic favor?
Sure, absolutely.
After the attack from the goblins and whatnot, he kind of brings forth like a half jar with a lid on it and unscrews it. It does not smell good. He goes, so for just such an occasion, I know this is weird. Maybe it won't be weird to you. But this is some of the blood from the goblins you guys killed.
Excellent.
Could you sign it with like a thick brush with the goblin blood?
A thick brush. I think I could do that.
I mean, I have a brush here. It just look, gritty and bloody and.
Excellent. Yes, and I will dip the brush in, and I will write, and it's almost like he writes it, but it's not. He writes it in giant, so it kind of looks like Nordic runes, kind of thing.
Oh, I love that.
But it also kind of looks like a child who is copying Nordic runes a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're like different sizes and kind of off kilter a little bit.
Backwards R.
Like when you're
There's a-
writing "Happy
yeah,
Birthday" on
yeah.
a banner and you're running out of room.
Yeah, if you
It's
could,
like all
if
kind
you
of
could
scrunched up at
read,
the end.
yeah, if you you can tell just by looking at it, you're like, that doesn't look right. But if you could read giant, you could see like some of the runes are backwards, and yeah, for sure.
I adore that.
Beautiful.
Thank you. We'll make sure to hang this up. I think we'll clear room. I'll make them clear room above the fireplace even.
Excellent. I just remember to tell your friends that Cloud Dragon Strike Force Team Go is always on the move, and we are here to protect.
That's an awesome
If
name.
anybody wishes to join on the
Wait, how can we be here to protect if we're on the move?
Look. Don't look too far into this. Why would you throw me? Shut up, Quaff. If anybody wishes to join our glorious banner, they can journey to Phandalin to join Calico, our captain of the guard.
That mining town?
A mining town now, but it's a boom town.
It's going to explode?
In reputation, it is going to be known soon as the home of Club Dragon Strike Force Team Go.
I'll make a list. Thank you. I'll have to check things out. Just some random disembodied voice from the back.
You're a bard, yes?
I am, yeah. Purveyor of the arts,
him?
music, adventure, stories.
Are you looking to get on the ground level of a good legend that might be starting up?
I mean, you guys are the ground level right now, right? I mean, you killed a dragon. Like that's a couple steps above ground.
I mean, so all I'm saying is, if you want to really hear all the legends as they happen, you might want to go to Phandalin.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the tip. And the pay.
We could always use a PR person.
Okay. Huh. I'll look into that. I'll get my resume.
What's your name?
Treloshnama.
Oh, God.
I'll write that down in my notes.
Treloshnama.
Mikhail Gorbachev. Got it.
I know for sure you just made that up. But that was How do you spell that?
Treloshlama.
Treloshlama. TRIALYMCSHA.
TRIALYMCSHA.
Yep. Treloshlama.
Is this a human bard? Is it a tiefling? Is it a what's he?
It's a human bard. Yeah. He's got no beard. It's like a super wide mustache. Glorious.
So how did the
Meanwhile-
painting come out?
Zarok is just kind of like trying to pretend not to notice and looking around and intentively ignoring this blood.
Ooh. After he signed it, the lid got put back on.
Before it gets put back on, I just take a big.
Yeah.
It's a great way to wake up in the morning.
Amen. All right. As you finish breakfast, you guys are getting all your gear together, checking on the leg and whatnot.
Has the leg changed or moved or?
No, it's still attached to, I believe it was Ryuki's backpack, right?
Yep.
I fucking love milk.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Gideon does too.
I extend that leg down nicely on my back, and I throw it on my back. Ready to go, boys?
Are we here already?
I think so, yeah.
Almost. Yep. You
Right over
hear
here.
a loud bell hits from the top of the traveling inn. Your top-hatted friend. Oh, everyone to the top deck if you'd like to watch us pull into Neverwinter.
Brandy's-
Zarok bolts it out of there to the top deck.
I prefer not to, and I just go
Brandy's-
to the exit.
Yes, Master Perxiris.
There you are. And I grab him and I just kind of I feel like he's almost got like a nice little perch on the minimized dragon skull.
Oh,
That
absolutely.
I have on my shoulder.
Yeah.
So just kind of, it's almost like a little place where you can sit, hold on to the horns, you know.
As he passes by you, you notice he's wearing gloves. He wasn't wearing gloves before.
Oh, those are new. Where did you get those?
And he holds it out, like really fancy for a second. I'm made out of mouse, master.
Oh yes,
Ooh.
and I feel the gloves.
Got a
Are they?
tailor in our group now.
Yeah, are they well made or are they?
They're on a scale of 1 to 10. They're like a 7.
Dang.
Grundies, is this something that you do on normally? Is
Very passionate about it, master.
really? Well, let's talk. Let's see if we can find you perhaps somebody to train under while we're in Neverwinter here, depending on how long we're here.
Big
If it's something that you
city.
want to learn, yeah. If it's
Yes.
something that you want to learn, we would love to have somebody who could perform those kinds of duties for us, and I think that would be a valuable skill.
Thank you, Master Berxirus.
This reminds me of Elden Ring. And like, there's a little monkey dude who does tailoring for you that you can.
I don't think I ever
get
got that
at the
far.
bar. Yeah,
That's fantastic.
So I am totally 100% behind this.
Okay.
As we now have a tailor.
Good. Perfect.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Then I will head up to the top deck with everybody.
Okay. Ryuki, you said you're not?
No, I'm going straight to the exit ramp.
Okay, cool.
Standing by.
Everyone else going up top?
Yeah. Go watch the docking procedure.
All right. Buddy, you know all about docking procedures. Anyway, hey. So as you guys climb up to the top deck there, everyone else on the barge, most everyone else on the barge is up there as well, hanging on the railings, looking around, excited. As you guys come to the top, it's almost like as your heads leave, suddenly the barge leaves the tree line, right? And in front of you is just this giant city, multi-tiered levels going up. Part of it seems to be like a gaping hole going through it, but things are kind of getting rebuilt. Beautiful, giant walls, archways, multiple gateways you can see from different directions. And to the right side of the front gate you're approaching, there is this like overhang coming out with ropes, hooks, ladders coming off of it, people bustling and running back and forth as the Garodos, I remembered this time, the Garodos come in, they kind of have to tilt their heads sideways in unison, like all 8 of them just go at once to slide underneath, and then their heads pop back up as they get to the other side. And it comes to a stop as the ladder down below goes clunk, and hits on top of the dock there, and immediately as it hits, goods are just coming back and forth.
Wait, you said the city looks like it's being rebuilt? Does it look like it was attacked, or is this like renovations?
There's a part of it that looks like something happened over there.
Is there
Like
fire, smoke,
80%
burning?
of the town looked perfect. There's like a little chunk of it that there's like a hole in it or something from what you could tell.
Wait. You said 80%. So you mean 20% of Neverwinter is appearing to be recovering from...
20%.
Because Neverwinter's a big city.
20%'s looking different than the rest. And then within that, it's like 5% looks really bad.
Like the
That's still a
project's
lot.
bad, or like there's smoke, or they just had an earthquake, or like
Drug
broken
addicts.
rubble,
Broken rubble.
smoldering.
Kind of thing. Like, yeah, not smoldering,
Okay.
but yeah, some smoke, rubble.
Okay.
20%'s a huge part. Like, that's a big city.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay.
I would, upon seeing that, I would like ask one of the guards on the yacht before we disembark, like, what happened? Like, why does the city look like it was attacked?
I gotta find my notes on it. One second. Sorry. All my notes closed.
Nice.
Love that. Had a big description written out.
Professional D&D game,
Yep,
for sure.
I am the best. This is very embarrassing.
While we're waiting, roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
fun?
Yep. The city comes to life, and Voltron's in front of you.
I one tap him.
Oh well, the city's built nearby Mount Hottentoe. It erupted and really put a big beating to part of the city.
Oh,
So
interesting.
they're slowly coming back together there, but I think a couple more years, I think we'll be back looking just fine and normal.
Who decided to build a city next to a volcano?
Oh, thousands of years ago. I didn't really pay attention to that part of history class. I'm not sure who the original founders were, but it hasn't ever erupted since the city's been there that I know of.
Was there a known cause that something triggered the eruption?
Not that I've heard or have read about in the papers. I've been on post here, and news hasn't really flown through here, just goods and stuff. So maybe once you're inside, you can get more information. But yeah, that's all I'd heard.
So there's a king in Neverwinter. When, as far as we're aware, there used to be masked lords that
Correct.
control Neverwinter.
Correct.
There's a mountain that erupted
Correct.
nearby. And Neverwinter is like this is like an Arctic, or it's pretty near
the the seafront,
like the Arctic Circle of Faerun, right?
Yeah.
Is there snow here?
No, it's never winter, buddy. It never snows there. I've said it 9 times during the campaign.
Got him.
Okay.
Get shit on idiot.
Because Baldur's. Oh, what am I thinking of?
Are you thinking of Waterdeep?
Wayne's World?
Dallas?
Waterdeep. Okay, I was thinking of Waterdeep because I know there's a mountain next to another city that has like the huge dungeon in it that you go
Correct.
through the yawning portal. Okay. But this is Neverwinter.
You are correct. It is Neverwinter. Yes.
I mean,
can I look?
actually, do any of us know that this actually is Neverwinter?
Or is this just some city that's
They
called
just brought us
Neverwinter?
because
It's
New Neverwinter?
and it's
No one's
not
looked.
the city Neverwinter that we've. We went north, right? Phandalin. I mean, we've been around.
Yeah.
Were we headed towards Neverwinter?
Yeah.
I've been here before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I spent also a good time on the barge studying maps. Do I recognize any of this from the maps?
No, I mean the architecture, the location, like the grandiose scale of it, like everything matches up.
Okay, it's really worrying me that you are not just saying yes. There is some definite shenanigans going on here.
What are you talking about?
It's making me real nervous that he is not giving us a definitive yes. This is Neverwinter.
I answered the question.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, can I see this mountain? Is it like a volcano?
It looks like it could have been a volcano. Yeah. It's a good little distance away, but you can see it because it's pretty flat around the actual city. You can see pretty far, so you could see it out in the distance.
Roll for
No smoke
geology.
or eruptions or anything like that coming from it.
Smoke. Oh, you said smoke.
Yeah. Any smoke or anything that looks like, possible recent eruptions or anything like that coming from the mountain that we can see in the distance? Smoke,
from the mountain?
clouds.
Yeah, the mountain
Yeah, yeah.
itself, there's a ton of rubble kind of leading all the way around it. You know how like the bottom of Mount Rushmore from all the blasting is just covered in rocks and shit?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like around this mountain.
But nothing billowing. out of
Nothing
it.
billowing out of the top, no.
Okay.
That's weird. How
If you
long
say so.
ago? How long ago did the mountain erupt?
Oh, this was a couple months ago at this point.
Couple of months. I mean, so I had a good friend of mine who was a geologist, actually.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Specifically studied volcanoes, and I
Where
believe
at?
if a volcano had erupted recently, it would still show signs of molten activity.
Oh, I don't
Xerox
know.
just kind of gently walks up to next to the guard and elbows him in the side gently and goes, "He tells a lot of stories."
Oh, no, I'm listening to one right now. This is great.
As he's fully enthralled,
Uh-oh.
Xerox, unbeknownst to everybody else,
Maybe.
nobody probably, well, maybe, yeah, maybe. I'd like to check this guard's pockets for gold.
The guard on the barge.
Yes, sir.
Give me, and a legit, honestly, this give me a sleight of hand with advantage because Perxirus is telling him a story.
Perfect.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's a rock. I love it.
He has chosen multiple things tonight. Yay.
And I got a 25.
Oh, yes.
Nice. Yoink.
That'll be enough.
No one has a passive perception enough to check this at all. You flawlessly, while they're mid conversation, you're doing all the right motions of just like, oh, yes, of course, nodding and like slapping them on the back and like almost moving with him, but kind of coercing him exactly the way you want to move to be able to ride through and pull out exactly what you're looking for. And he had 52 silver on him, a picture of a maiden that isn't awful to look at.
Is it like one of those like gas station like pinup cards?
No, it's probably his lady, but she's not like awful to look at, but it's not great, right?
Xerox definitely just takes the currency in that situation.
Oh, okay, and just slides everything else back.
Yep.
He also has some keys in there.
Oh, I take the keys.
Okay. I want you to write down 3 silver keys for me.
Done.
Perfect. And then, like, as you move everything back, it's almost, you like sashay your way back around him to rejoin the conversation like nothing happened. No one notices.
At this point, is
I
the
just
gate
continue
down?
like nothing happened.
Yeah, the gate's down. The one in front of you, yes, good call, Ryuki. That one in front of you, when it went down, people were immediately started to like, because most everyone's up top. They're like pulling stuff out of the ship. Stuff's coming onto the ship, back and forth, back and forth.
Okay. I leave the ship and I just kind of stand just shortly after the ramp is down. Just kind of looking around and taking it in.
Okay, yeah.
Is there anybody holding up a sign that says like Cloud Dragon Strike Force Team Go or anything?
Actually,
I forgot to call it Uber.
I'm glad you asked. All of you on top, a separate railing, almost a corner of the platform starts to rotate, and it's almost like a curved downward spiral starts rotating out of the side of the ship and clicks into the dock down below, right next to you, Ryuki. And people start walking their way down. I assume you all join them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stick with the group.
As you get to the bottom of the ramp, you'll see Ryuki sitting on, some barrels and whatnot, waiting for you guys. And at the end of the dock area, there is. I'm really glad you worded it that way because it's exactly how I had it ready. There is a guy. there is a guy in like black, really smooth looking black robes that are kind of form fitting. A red bandana around, wearing some sunglasses, and he's kind of bobbing his head left and right. And he's holding a sign that says Dragon Strike Force Team, and then like same thing, like running out of room. The go is kind of turned, angling down sideways.
And then there's like a little carrot with Cloud at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I forgot. I walk up to him and I go, yes, that is us.
He looks down, and like as he moves the sign, you can see there's like rough drawings on the back of it. Yep, that's a Goliath. Yep, yep, that's 2 elves. All right, that checks out. Yeah, hey guys. Oh, well, welcome to Neverwinter.
Who are you?
I'm Brradd.
Brradd.
Yeah,
Insight check. No, okay.
Does it have double
it's
R's?
actually Chad now. Yeah, it's 2 double R, double D.
Double B. Brad with 2 B's.
I just reach out my hand and I shake his hand. Hello, Brad. I am Ryuki.
Oh, Ryuki. Dude, super pumped you guys are here. You're going to really enjoy your time. I think they got like a couple days from now, they're going to like a banquet, an award ceremony. You're one of the main events there, right? A lot of people are getting awarded for stuff, but I mean, like, you're one of those guys, which is awesome.
I
I've
would
never
ask,
left town myself, but
Who's hosting this award dinner?
the king and his dudes.
Oh, since when is there a king in Neverwinter?
Oh, have you guys been traveling for a while?
I've never been here.
Oh, well, I'm super pumped. I can give you a tour and whatnot. You guys got some sick accommodations. It's going to be fucking dope. So like, dude, like a year ago, right? Fucking calamity. Oh, God. And plague, people freaking out. The masked dudes were like, what are we going to do? We should go in a room and like discuss it. And like, they haven't come out since, dog. And so they put a dude in charge while they were gone.
No one went to go look for him?
They haven't.
I mean,
left
like
any
they
yet.
haven't come out of there. Like they're not gone. You know what I mean? Like they've just been
Has
in
anyone
there.
checked on them?
I mean, I bet they have. I mean, I'm not up there, but like, I mean, it's the higher ups. Like, there's no way they do us dirty. Like they got to, like, it's got to be great.
Hmm.
I love Brad. Brad did it.
Brradd did it.
That does a lot, man. That does a lot.
You're telling me, man. I mean, we got dude came up, right? And they're like, hey, man, you're going to watch where we're gone. And he's like, you got it, bros. And then like plague fucking gone, right? Calamity almost under control, right? People calming down. I don't know what those guys are meeting about anymore. Like, it seems like everything's fixed, you know?
Wait, there was a plague?
Yeah.
And the calamity?
And a calamity.
plague?
And then the volcano. Like, shit was crazy, dude. So many people left, but like, I stuck it out. Love my home. You know, I'm never going to leave.
How's the property value?
Now's the time, dude.
Buy the dip.
Dude, it is a buyer's market for sure.
Does he deal in dragon currency? Arcane currency?
Oh, me,
So it's
Brad?
It really only has like there was a wizard, he cast a spell. So there's a very specific sequence of chains that gets released every so often. Apparently it's big money. I don't know.
Oh, shit. That sounds awesome, dude. Fucking love dragons. And like fucking dragons in your guys' name. Sick.
I just can't even.
Did Praxeris just invent crypto in
NFTs.
Yeah.
I hear it's really gonna be big. Indoor plumbing.
It's going to be
As
big.
big as indoor plumbing.
Elon Musk.
That's why I'm changing my name now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The joke was too meta.
Plague. I believe you mentioned there was a plague. Is it like an undead plague or like a?
No, like this crazy sickness. Like someone be like, cough, cough, and then like melt. It was fucking nuts.
Okay, whoa, that's so cough, cough, melt. They melted.
Yeah, dude, like on the spot, fucking got quarantined crazy fast.
They didn't turn into any like tentacles that sprout from them or anything.
No, dude, just like fucking nothing.
Xerox just walks up to Brad. Hey, Brad. Name's Xerox.
Yo,
This guy Brooks serious. Talks a lot.
dude, I love
And after
that. I
that-
love talking, dude.
After that, he just kind of keeps standing there and just listens to the conversation. And at some point, he is going to try and steal from Brradd as well.
All right. Well, let me know when you would do that.
All right.
I first of all, I am highly
He's the
offended
face. He's the face.
about Zarog being so all up in Perxeris' stuff right now. And secondly, I'm all for this larceny.
You also have no idea in game yet that I've done anything or have any intentions.
That's fair.
Also true.
You mentioned the calamity. What kind of calamity? Dragons, elementals.
Oh, it's just like crazy
think he meant
earthquakes
plague
and shit,
and the
you know,
volcano.
and then the volcano going off. Like that constitutes calamity.
You are so right. Brradd, I believe you mentioned some lodgings while we're in town.
Yeah, dude.
And it was that moment that Zarok decided he wanted to try to pick the pocket.
All right. Give me sleight of hand. Straight roll this time.
Straight roll.
He's a klepto. This session.
Things in the
He's
way.
a germaphobe
Oh yeah,
and a
it's
klepto.
kleptomania. But what do you do in the
Alright.
bathroom?
14.
I guess you'll never know.
The
Yeah.
kleptomaniac with
It's not
OCD.
as smooth, but you're able to kind of bob and weave through. It helps that like his pouch is hooked to a chain, right? That's going around to his belt.
Such a dude.
Yeah. So you're
I
able,
love this guy.
you're able to get in the pouch. He's got like 3 silver and there's a card in there that's got this like plastic sheen over it. And there's like a logo of a dragon on one side. And if you flip it over, there's just, if you really want to look it over, there's a bunch of words. But it's mostly like, you know, turn, tap, damage meters, stuff like that.
I just take the 3 silver and leave it at that.
All right, cool. And put everything back.
It's got the transmutation symbol and like a number 4 next to it.
Fucking love Brradd.
Yep, and I just leave it at that.
Cool.
But he's only got the one. He's just got
the
the
one.
one dragon card. Got it.
Yep. All right, my dudes, like, let's fucking go. You ready?
I guess. At some point, I would like to visit. Do you know a man by the name of Sokol?
Sokol. Oh, the tattoo dude.
Yes, the tattoo dude.
Dude, he hooked me up one time. Check this out. He like pulls up his one robe and there's like chains with like barbed wire going around his, just the middle part of his forearm right here.
A nautical star on his elbow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, do you happen to know anybody by the name of Orla?
Orla. That doesn't sound familiar, my guy. But hey, I would love to look into that for you.
Sure.
Brradd,
Yeah.
when is the ceremony for us?
2
How long do we
days.
have? 2 days. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a couple nights a week. I'm not gonna throw some sick parties if you want.
I'd love to see it. I want to
Oh,
see what it's
dear.
like in Neverwinter.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, dude. Yeah. No, we party so hard you'll feel like you got hit by a plague. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it'll be so good that it'll melt our faces off.
Dude, you totally get me, dude. When you first showed up, I was like, damn, this guy's perk serious, you know? And then you're like, super chill. You know, I like it.
Yes, I am super chill.
Did you catch that? Like, perk serious, but like I put serious at the end of your name. Did you
No,
catch that?
No, I caught it. It was very funny. And then I slap him on the back.
Oh, dude. So strong, man. Fucking, what do you bench, dude?
I don't know. I've never capped out.
Fuck, dude. All right, we'll check that out. Oh, follow me, my guys. And he will take you down the stairs, pretty wide stairs, right? As you know, a lot of different goods and services get brought up and down these stairs. There is a shaft with an elevator that kind of comes up and down.
Is there?
There is. There is a very girthy shaft with an elevator coming up and down. You can hear the constant just tick, tick, tick,
It goes up and down.
of the mechanics. Yep. Just the shaft going up and down, up and down. And as you, it's kind of darker in there, right?
Coming out of the top.
And things are coming out of the top. It's like, it's not really like clouds, but it's like white and poofy, and it kind of like just comes and spurts out the top. It's crazy, crazy. It's a penis. No. So as you come to the bottom of the stairs, you kind of walk out into the streets. There are multi-leveled buildings to your left and right, as far as the eye can see, sloping up the hill to the main. It almost looks like a cathedral, castle, all mixed together. It's almost like many generations of people have just added on to whatever this grandiose building on the top of the hill is. And Brad's walking down. He's like, dude, fucking don't buy shit on this street, man. This is for all the tourists. They'll charge you so much money, dude. If you see a guy dressed as a dragon, he's like, I'm going to take a picture with you. And don't do it.
But he's
Wise
dressed
words.
as a dragon.
Well, because he's like, like people love dragons and shit, right? And so, you fall for it and then he charges you. It's a scam. You don't want to be a part of that.
Could
mean
you
to tell
purchase
me?
him for hunting?
You want, oh, dude, that sounds awesome. Like have him run off in the woods and you chase him down.
Yes, and then kill him.
Dude, that sounds awesome, dude. Fucking, dude, he stole my girl like 4 years ago. I love that.
Zarek just kind of walks up to Brad and puts his arm around him and goes, "You mean to tell me that there are merchants around here that carry large wads of cash on them at any given point?"
Yo, dude, if I was anyone else, that'd be hella sus. Trust you, dog. Yeah, dude, everyone's fucking, it's a tourist trap. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, these guys are probably pretty fucking loaded, Us
And I just
locals, we
kinda-
gotta stay away.
I just kind of step back, look at Brad, give him a very approving nod, and I say, "Thank you for your service."
Oh, dude, anytime, man. I'm here. The whole time you're here, I'm here with you guys.
And I
Hey,
kind of
Brad,
try
have
to
you-
play it up a little bit, and I'm like, "You have honored your family on this day."
Oh, dude, thanks, man. Tell my dad that he fucking.
I'm gonna ask Brad who hired you specifically to chauffeur us?
Oh, like I got a job, right? It's a whole group of us to do this and like welcome people into the town and whatnot. Whole service we provide. I got a boss. He's got a boss. He's got a boss all the way up.
Well, okay. Well, someone had to have told your boss about us.
Well, yeah, like the banquet's happening. Your name's on the docket. Like people know you're coming.
I guess.
Zarek's like, "Hello."
Do you know? Do you know how word of us got here?
Yeah, dude. Like most of the time, with like local towns and stuff, like carrier pigeon and shit. And shit because they
Okay.
shit.
Gotcha. I kind of take offense to that, but
Oh, dude, I didn't even
I
fucking think
understand.
about that, dude. I'm so fucking sorry.
yeah,
Holy
most people
shit.
don't.
Yeah,
I will
that's
strive
really radical.
to be better for you.
It's the casual racism that really hurts.
Those microaggressions, man, they add up.
Yep.
Dude, too true. Hey, dude, don't even worry. Dude, I had a friend in like third grade. He was an Crocra. So like it's totally cool.
Yep. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I knew a guy.
Hey, Brad. Brad.
Yeah, dude.
Do you have you ever looked into? I had a friend. He had created a spell that would turn these mini wands, and what you would do is you would suck on one end. It would give you this fix, but all you would do is blow out steam, and you could do like circles and ships.
You talking like a pipe?
No. It doesn't. It's no smoke, no tobacco. It's just an arcane spell that gives you a buzz, but it actually doesn't do smoke. I think he called them smokeless.
Smoke. So like smokeless rings?
Yeah. I think they were just arcane vapors.
Oh, like a magic pipe.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude. That sounds dope though. I'll look into it.
I think it would be something that would be right up your alley.
Thanks, man. And as he's walking you guys
Camera
around,
just really doesn't like being there.
it hates it. It hates it. But I love it being there.
It's great now.
I'll figure it out one of these days. I mean, I've had it for like
Alright.
6 years. It has issues. But yeah, you're talking like flavored smoke and shit?
Yeah. Flavored smoke.
Like fucking bubblegum and shit?
Bubblegum, blueberries, strawberries, dragonberries,
That sounds,
dragon tails.
sounds dope, dude. The only tails I like is duck, dude. Woo. Okay.
Tales of daring, do batting with the tail.
Woo. As he kind of guides you through the streets, he's pointing like, yeah, there's a blacksmith guy over here and like school here. This is a middle school. We got the university over here and whatnot. Your guys' lodging and stuff is right by the Adventurers Guild. Super cool. Have you guys like registered and stuff?
Registered what?
Well, with the Adventurers Guild, you guys like adventure and shit. I mean, I assume you do, but
We just got here. We could have our own thing going though. Like,
What benefits comes
oh
from
yeah,
the guild?
dope, dude. Yeah. Well, they have like offices everywhere. You know, it's not like just Neverwinter thing. Like they're everywhere, dude. So, don't know if you guys have done that before, but no, I mean you get
Is there
like
a point to it?
yeah, I mean they
Like
help
an
you
LLC
out.
kind
They
of
can send
thing?
you some, you know, if you need some spending cash, they can send you some, you know, random missions around the countryside, wherever you're at.
So it's kind of like an LLC kind of thing.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Xerox peeps up to the rest of the group. I think we could use a little bit more currency in order to prepare for the next adventure. Make sure that we have adequate armor. At least I certainly would like some.
Not a bad idea.
Well, even
We
just to
could
send
gear up
money
here.
back to Calico and Vandalin as well.
Yeah, you
Do
guys
we have
like
to,
based out of
fly their
Fandolin?
emissary or
Yeah, you only get the perks when you hit tier 5 of the guild.
makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things, if you guys see some boots of levitation or like a belt of levitation or
Brad turns
something,
around and slaps you in the face. Fucking no, dude. No, I'm just kidding. There's shops all
I'm
over
just
town,
saying.
dude. I bet you could find something.
I could do some really cool stuff with the levitation.
I bet
Something
you
to
could,
give me
dude.
levitation.
All right.
We did spend all of our wad on the last shopping trip. We could use. a
yeah,
little
we
bit
kind of just had a shopping spree. That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, but they didn't have boots of levitation, which is real.
Hence
That's
why we
true.
need more money perk serious. Get some more money, we could find your boots.
I
and
pat
then more money
Zarok
is always
on
good.
his gold pouch or pocket, whatever he's holding his shit in, and I just kind of pat. He's like, "You seem pretty full."
I just kind of look over and just wink. That's it.
All right. Brad will bring you around a corner. Let me move you guys over. Boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Ooh.
Too bad. Love it.
Ooh, scandalous!
Yeah.
Look at that.
Should
All right.
we be concerned that we're already on a map?
I'm concerned about Zarok. There's a lot of ladies walking around town here.
This is true.
I mean, we're in a town. I don't think there's going to be any dragons here. We are the dragons. The Dragon Force.
Strike
Go,
Force team, go. Frolic freely.
Da, 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 da. Sorry.
Yeah. You guys are over here on the left. Oh, this is supposed to be your gnome dude. I forgot that he was following you out. He would have sprinted past you guys when you left the boat and went straight to the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, Dita.
Yeah, Dino.
Yeah.
So he's in there. Okay. So Brad leaves you over and he's like, all right, guys, like your pad for the next couple weeks, or I mean, however long you want to be here. I think they paid it for like a week or so, but You're over here on the left over here. Really nice place. Prom night, great place. Some shops and stuff to the right. Really cool bakery. A lot of good food down here. The Adventurers Guild is this big building in front of us. It's like this 2-story, not super wide, but very long building. It's got this almost like pagoda looking thing coming off the top. Windows down the side, white marble, blue shingled roof. A couple guards standing out front. Different sigils floating in the wind, attached to flagpoles in front.
All right. I want to go straight to the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, let us go and register.
All right. Well, guys, fucking follow me, dude. He'll guide you guys over to the Adventurers Guild. He goes to the front door, knocks a couple times. The guy opens it. Very, very round blue. Has anyone looked at a genasi before in this group, or knows what they are?
I mean, as a player of D&D, I know what it is.
Yeah, as a character.
Perseus has been around, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's a character.
This gentleman comes walking out, very round, right? But he's almost got this like blue shimmery effect going on, and his hair is constantly, it looks like it's moving by itself. And he comes out, and he's like, "Hey, what can I do for you?" Oh, dude, fucking dragon. Help me out here, guys. Strike Force team, go. He had to flip his banner over. They're here for the banquet and stuff, but they wanted to register with you guys, because that's what people do, right? Yes, sir. Come on in. And the door's open, and you can step into the Adventurers Guild.
What is your name, my friend?
When you walk in and look, he's no longer there.
Is he a genie?
He's a swift round man.
Is he a ghost?
He's a genasi.
I am afraid of no ghost. Genasi.
I just
That was
disregard.
bad.
Continue to walk in and
Yeah.
stand
love
side
when
by
it's
side
bad.
by Dido.
Dido.
All
All right. Let me move this up here. And I will can I make it bigger? Yeah, baby. Boom.
Woo!
All right. So as you
They got lots of
enter
steak here,
in,
boys.
what you thought would have been 2 stories is just a giant open room. There's a big map of the countryside surrounding areas, not the whole world, but pretty extensively out, almost, a whole floor size, just against the wall. Pinpoints constantly blinking all over it, some shimmering away, some turning into skulls, some turning into check marks. Banners, sigils floating down above the top. Looking around, you see plenty of tables with smaller maps, people surrounding those, a banquet hall, people eating, drinking. There's a bar in the corner and a big round desk underneath the map at the base floor, with just rows and rows of scrolls behind them, and a little dwarf lady with glasses down her nose, giant long gray ponytail sitting there behind this desk as you guys walk in.
I bet they have lots of steak here, boys.
I walk up to the dwarven lady, and in Dwarvish, I hail her.
Oh, in Dwarvish, your response. Wow, no one ever speaks in my language. Thank you.
It is a pleasure. You are quite a beautiful woman.
Well, thank you. I hear it a lot every day.
I'm sure you do. We are an adventuring guild team. We're an adventure. Whatever. We are here to register with you.
Oh, that's fantastic. I feel like you wouldn't happen to be the Dragon Strike Force team go, right?
Let Dragon Strike Force team go. Yes.
Dragon Strike Force team. Okay, I'll get the paperwork started then. I knew you were coming because you'd save Fandolin, like we hear about these kind of things, right? We'd actually sent a group to investigate it, and they didn't return, which is
Yeah,
happens.
that's really weird. It's really weird that they.
Yeah, never saw them. Huh? Weird.
Did they have a Did they have an Who made up that adventuring group?
There was
Just so I know, maybe we ran into them or something.
there was a ranger, there was a bard, I believe they had a fighter with them. Ringing any bells?
Nope, no
No,
bells.
I don't think so.
No
Weird.
wizard. You would think a wizard would kind of run that party out.
Yeah, you know, I feel like someone would have mentioned that to them, but you know, they really wanted it. So, but it happens a lot, sadly.
Hey, I feel like you know a lot of people.
I've met a lot of people. I don't retain a lot, but I try.
Do you happen to know anybody by the name of Orla?
Orla. No, I don't think that's ringing a bell for me.
Maybe with a criminal past, connections to goblins.
We have a very extensive library. You can look through it, or I can send someone to look through for such a name.
Maybe later.
Okay. No worries at all. Once you register, I mean, everything, all of our amenities and everything you see in here is freely open to use. So.
What all do we see?
Oh, yes. We have many provisions. You can stock up on base provisions for free. For your journey, we have a restaurant within here that you can eat at very cheap, really good food. Maybe not quite as good. I've heard the food on the barge you guys came in is incredible.
The fried chicken was to die for.
Oh, and I would die for it. We have an extensive bar, library. There's a gym. We have training seminars, yoga, everything you could need.
Are there any with membership? Does there come with any tax exemptions or discounted stores?
Oh, absolutely, yes. In many towns and cities, extending even past our borders, we have smaller sects set up that have deals with local merchants and whatnot. You can get very good discounts with.
You have smaller sects?
SEC. Everyone does that, and they think they're so funny. You know what I meant.
I feel like you would get very big sects, but I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. She's kind of like tugging on her collar. That's very forward.
Sorry, I don't mean to be too flirtatious. You're here at your job. I don't mean to make you feel awkward.
Thank you for apologizing. But yes, your group would like to register, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I think, right? Everybody good with this?
Yeah, I mean, seems like good benefits.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I feel like I'm on the fence a little bit. Still at the bar right there. I just went and took a bar stool real quick. I'm gonna just sit there for a bit.
Okay.
Do we have to like give a cut of like what we find, or how does that work?
You know, different jobs will come through if you take jobs.
Or is it
for
just
us,
the membership dues?
You have the upfront membership dues, and then the cuts just come out of whatever missions you finish. So there is a fee as missions come through for us to take care of. Whatever that reward is, we just immediately dock that out, and then you get the rest of the money.
It's paid by the contractor, not necessarily by us.
Gotcha.
But we get to keep any loot or things that we come
Oh,
across
yes,
on our
absolutely.
adventures. You mentioned some membership fees.
Oh yes, it's just a couple silver, just to for the filing purposes and whatnot.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
No, not at all.
How often? Yearly, monthly, weekly,
Oh, yearly.
daily?
Yes. Yeah, we require everyone to check in at least once a year. Not here. It's very tough to come all the way back here once a year, but
At the
at one of
different
our
sects.
the different. You did it again. You know, to check in and whatnot, and re-up and make sure you're still alive and all that good stuff.
Zare kind of
Make sure it was
interjects there
still
for a moment. What does the present annual fee at the moment.
Oh, it's just a couple silver for each member.
2 per member. So 2, 4, 6. Takes out 8 silver from his pocket, sets it on the table. I believe this will suffice.
Absolutely. All right, let me get
Oh,
through this.
thank you.
Dragon Strike Force Team Go is the official title you would like to go with for your group.
Cloud Dragon Strike Force Team.
Cloud Dragon Strike Force Team
Go.
Go. Okay. Very good. How long have you been adventuring together?
What, about 3-4 weeks, something like that?
Well, I think we were together before then, but this is kind of our first major adventure, right?
Correct. You guys have been kind of traveling together for a couple months beforehand. So it's probably been between when this started and now, a month there, a couple months before. It's probably been 3 months at this point.
All right.
3 months, pretty solid. 4 of you. Let's start with, well, we'll just start with you, big man, since you keep talking. Your height?
Wow, that felt like an attack. Height?
Yep.
I don't know.
Enraged or
I've never
not,
measured.
he gets bigger as he gets enraged.
Oh, okay. Do you know how tall you are, dear?
About 7 feet.
7 feet. Okay. Perfect. Preferred battle style?
Hand to hand.
Hand to hand. Very good. Anything?
Hammer to head, more specifically.
Anything you'd like us to jot down in case something were to happen, good or bad, that we can put out in the news and whatnot? Information about you. I don't know, some sort of history point, tug on the heartstrings.
Oh. Yes. He lived as he died. Merry, and with the taste of meat on his lips.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. You are, and she's looking at notes. Quoth, is that correct? The correct pronunciation?
Yes, thank you.
All right. And your height?
No, I have that in here. Features and traits, background. 5'5".
5'5", preferred battle style?
Unarmed, hand to hand, kind of deal.
Okay, understood. And any background stuff we should know or you'd like people to know just in case?
Just a wandering traveler from Nevermore.
Wandering traveler from Nevermore. Wow, that's quite the distance.
I'm surprised you've heard of it.
All right. Well, we deal in everywhere. She points with the map. There's literally, lights blinking all over the map.
Most people think it's here. They get the names confused.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm sure it's very frustrating. Do you have people actually show up there ever thinking it's Neverwinter?
On occasion, it's pretty hard to get to. So
That's got to be quite the culture shock for them.
most people start on the path and realize they're not in the right spot.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Thank you. You, sir. How do you pronounce your name? Zarek?
It is Zarok.
Zarok. All right. Your height? Same questions. Your height?
5. I'm 5'8" at 165 pounds.
Ooh.
Also 107 years old. Skin cold gray,
Ooh.
with piercing blue eyes, with a medium silver outline. Gender male, and hair could be described as dark brown, purple, bangs.
Bangs. Okay.
Wait, did we know Zarok was 107?
I don't think any of you ever asked him.
Nobody ever asked.
Did that come up before?
That's never come up before.
Well, wait, no, he's an elf though, right?
Yeah, he's an
Elves are,
elf.
really...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
He's got that, he could be 102 or 700. Who knows,
yeah.
There's
gotta
that
be right,
range
right.
with elves.
Never mind.
Battle technique style?
Dual knives,
Dual knives, all
preferably.
right. All right.
But I also fancy a bow.
And a bow. I was going to say, you guys are very melee oriented. Interesting. Anything with your history we should know about so we can put in good or bad?
It should be known that those who look into my eyes can see that I have faced unimaginable horror, that I am no stranger to darkness. Though folks may fear me, commoners will extend every courtesy and do their utmost to help. Unless I've shown myself to be a danger to them, they'll even take up arms to fight alongside me.
Okay. Very good. Thank you so much for that. I believe you over there at the bar. Hello.
I come scuttling away. Set my drink down.
And
Yes.
you are, I believe that leaves Ryuki, correct?
Correct.
Oh, perfect. And your height?
5'6".
5'6", perfect. And your battle style?
Keeping these guys alive, I suppose.
There it is.
Nature.
Yes, the healer. Oh,
The wrath of nature.
beautiful, beautiful. A very well-rounded group here. That doesn't happen very often. All right. And anything with your history we should know about? Same question as everyone else?
No. Yeah, very reserved, kind of like look away, almost embarrassed.
Are you bashful? Okay.
Zarok kind of leans in and just kind of nudges the clerk a little bit and says, "He likes beer."
Likes beer. There we go. Oh, perfect. All right. Let me put this in the system. And she hits the table and like from the ceiling, like one of those bank teller tubes from back in the day comes down. She rolls a scroll up and puts it in there. It shoots up to the ceiling. We shall be able to probably tomorrow, if you can swing back by at some point. Once this is filed, we can get all the formalities done. If you guys want to, I don't know, put a sigil together or anything for your group or anything, you can do that. And we'll get you all squared away.
What do you guys feel about just a white dragon?
I mean, there's got to be like you got to have like a field for it to be on. I know. Do we want like a crest on there?
Well,
You know-
what about a white dragon on a black field? Because that pulls in kind of your raven-esque physique.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So it's a black flag with a dragon.
Maybe a dagger coming behind it or something like that for Zarok.
What's the dagger doing?
Well, the dagger for Zarok. The dragon for Ryuki. It's white because of me. That seemed weird. I don't want to say that again. That made me feel a little awkward saying that. And then
Switch, flip it.
Palms to face.
well, because it's supposed to be a cloud, and it could be like a storm cloud. So maybe like a gray dragon.
What about like a dragon with lightning?
Yeah, white dragon spewing lightning.
Zarok approves.
And like a dagger kind of behind it. And then just on a black field.
I'm expecting this for the next session, Russ.
Okay.
If it's
All right,
anything
It
like
wouldn't
your
be the
new
first time I've
tokens.
done something like this. Hey,
What?
I've got my token done. I just haven't done anybody
That's
else's.
all right, buddy. I'm just giving you shit because I love you.
I love you too.
I adore you.
All right, what are the main features of said sigil again?
It's gonna be like a storm. So it's gonna be a white dragon. Like firing lightning out of its mouth.
Full dragon?
There's
Are
gonna
you
be
doing like just the head or like?
I think like a coiled dragon.
Ooh, I like that.
Like almost in flight. But it's like the silhouette, so you've got kind of the, and it's breathing lightning. Then you've got a dagger, kind of behind it, pinion behind it on a black field.
Looking something up real quick while I wait for Native to get back.
I'm going to attempt to see if Grok can draw this for me right quick, just to see what happens. But I'm also going to make a personal note before I do that in my notes. Sigil, paste, a white coiled dragon in flight firing lightning out of its mouth, and a dagger in the background. I should put a decorative dagger.
A ruby hilted dagger.
There was that ruby hilted sword sticking out of its neck when you fought it.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh.
I don't know if Grok is going to go to that depth of detail, but we'll see what happens here. Out of curiosity.
Egg in the chat says it's got to be a cloud with a silhouette of a dragon in it, shown by a lightning strike behind the cloud.
Is that going to draw that for us?
Yeah, Egg, you could draw that for you? For them?
I don't
For
know.
Yourself?
I don't know if he draws.
This is when you just find out he's like the best ever.
This would be the moment.
Yeah. He's like, oh, actually, fun fact, I do all the artwork for D&D.
I would be so mad that he has kept that a secret from me.
Dude, I would. Yeah. And he's kicked off the podcast. Good stuff. Well, while I wait for Native real quick. Anything you guys want to do in here?
In here? No, I don't think so.
Are there vendors? Or is it just like food and
There is an area where you can see like swords and armor and stuff like that, but there is a sign that says, members only.
Oh, right. Yeah, she did say that there's like basic
Okay,
stuff.
that's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
the closest
But
I'm
there's-
going to get.
There's
So
a
I'm gonna put it
restaurant,
in
there's
the
a bar. Did you draw it?
Grok did.
Oh my
The AI tool from Twitter.
God. Oh.
Yeah. AI. That's probably the closest I'm going to get because all the other ones are shit. Well, that one's kind of cool too, I guess. One sec. I'll put another one in here so there's options.
I can't wait to see what this looks like.
And then, you know what? Fuck
What
it. I'll put this
hellhole
in
have you brought to this AI?
Yeah. I'll
Where are you
enter
putting
it in the D&D chat.
Oh, I'll have to look at them later. I can't have my camera open and do that at the same time on my phone.
I'll enter it again just to see if it comes up with anything better because it's kind of the same shit, but I'm curious. Processing. Everything
Oh, I see.
is
What you're saying. Oh, that's not
processing.
too bad.
Right? That
Pretty
was
realistic for a sigil, but it's got the basic premise there.
Yeah, like I literally wrote, draw me a D&D sigil with a white coiled dragon in flight, firing lightning out of its mouth and a ruby-hilted decorative dagger in the background.
That second picture is a pretty good dragon, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That second picture is a cool dragon. The first one, it's breathing fireworks out of it.
Yeah.
Also, it's headed.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, America.
AI is not perfect, you know?
What?
It isn't?
This is
Not
news
yet.
to me. It's gotten better. The dragon doesn't have 800 toes, so
I'm going to put him with glowing arcane runes just to see what happens.
okay, I like that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, AI has this the second you put the words "make this from D&D," AI seems to like.
Processing. Please hold. Your call is important to
Very
us.
important to us. All right, Native, welcome back, buddy.
Oh, that one's kind of neat.
Thank you.
All right, how you doing, buddy?
Oh,
Sorry
right.
about that.
No, you're good, buddy. No worries.
Okay, it's strange
Wives
that
are
the daggers
important.
randomly in the
Roll for initiative. Did I miss it?
You sure did.
Yep.
Rock and roll. You are fighting the
Absolutely.
entire Adventurers Guild right now.
All right, starting with the dwarf girl. Let's go.
She's a level 20
Turns out that for
adventurer.
you.
No. We're currently planning your guys' sigil.
Cool. Yeah, whatever the guys say. I don't care.
I'm trying to get more.
All right, Ryuki doesn't get to be on the sigil.
Put a leaf on it. I don't know, bro.
Put a bird on it.
Leaf or a
Holy
feather.
shit.
One of the two.
So good.
We went with a white dragon breathing lightning. There's a ruby hilted
Oh,
dagger
that one's kind
behind
of
it
cool.
on a black field.
Oh, that's cool.
Sounds
Okay.
cool. Can we do one feather behind the head?
Sure.
Ooh, that one is good.
I don't really like the hilt of the dagger, but this was the other option that came out that was a little neat. But
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
good.
I think-
yeah, stuff to work with.
No, that's what you guys talk about here.
Yeah,
yeah,
hell yeah.
it's in the DnD chat.
I see it.
Oh, actually, I kind of like that. The dragon kind of coiled around the dagger.
Right? The hilt's a little wonky, but everything else, it's great, and you
Yeah.
can't really even notice. So you know what? Fuck it. Let's go with this guy.
We'll just have that ready. It'll be good.
Yes. There you go. DM, prepared
I
and
threw the heart
ready
on that one.
for you.
I'm ready. What would you say, native?
I threw the heart on the one.
Oh, I thought you said I hate all.
What is that first one, bro? That first one looks wonky.
That's what we were talking
What
about.
is
The one
that?
shooting fireworks.
Yeah. And its head is like 3 times bigger than its body.
Yeah, bro. That one's definitely got some issues.
Those in
It's
the
okay.
stream, due to how everything's set up, there's no way for me to show you. So deal with it.
Okay.
It has been
So-
chosen. Thank you, Brock.
Perfect.
I am.
All right, give me 1 second.
Sorry,
Yeah, I'm
Russ.
done. I have fulfilled my desires in this place.
Hell yeah.
And then he disappeared.
Oh, weird. He's only got 3 legs. Just noticed
Yeah.
that.
That's right for
Oh
AI.
yeah.
Thank God for AI, boys. Oh,
He's also special.
yeah. But we're kind of the special sacrifice team. So.
Actually, I
The
think
wings.
most of
Do you
them
see how
only have
high the
3
wings
legs.
are? The wings are on the neck.
I know, right?
You notice that?
That's why we don't stare at it. It's going to be a petite picture, so you don't even notice these things.
It's gonna be on a flag really far away. It's okay.
I feel like that's the first dragon we killed.
It's fine.
It was just kind of like we killed it because it was kind of off a little bit.
We felt bad for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, spaghetti misery, buddy.
It
I also
was
think this
just older than a baby. It was an adolescent white dragon.
No,
I
it
like
wasn't
that.
an ancient or something like that.
It was I said it was ancient. It was definitely not ancient.
Oh,
No, I believe you.
great.
I believe everything you say.
I just listened to that session today. Let me get this straight. You guys want to approach a sleeping dragon and wake it up. Did I get that right?
Talk to it.
So good.
I
So
want
good.
to make friends, Lenny.
It'll be great. All right.
was worth a
So
shot,
the
sure.
next day will be when you can come back in. All your member perks will be set. And you can enjoy the full benefits of the guild. And you'll find out what those are.
Thank you very much for your patronage. And one last final question before I depart.
Oh,
If
yes.
I may. Where would I find a heavily trafficked street filled with naive tourists?
Oh, the first street you walked in on. Of course.
For no particular reason.
Perfect.
She gives you a wink. She 100% knows.
Thank you very much.
Like any good tourist town, they hate tourists.
Could you point me towards Skulas, the tattooist?
Oh, the tattoo. Yeah, we do so much work with him. We haven't seen him for like a week or so at this point. It's very weird. But no, his shop is like literally next door is where he opened up because he does a lot of work with the Adventurers Guild.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm. If you do happen to find him, I mean, we've got a lot of appointments lined up for him, so let him know, I guess.
I will certainly let you know
Perfect.
if he has found a life.
That is foreboding.
You
That
said
seems
it's
to
been
be what
done for
happens
you.
though when you don't see someone for a long time around
Right.
these
So-
parts.
Ranger. The
Usually
He's
just means
on
they're
a
dead.
bender. Yeah. Let me close the door. My son's screaming out there.
How dare children be children? Like, who does that? What are you snacking on there, Raider?
All right. So we're going back outside.
Would you would you guys be willing to accompany me to Skolas's establishment? Things might get messy.
Yeah, I want to see this guy.
Trying to get
Been
into.
been hyping him up for a while.
Of course.
I don't think things are going to go the way that you think they are going to go.
Oh, Burke's serious. Let's go.
Those Skolas!
As you go out the door, Brad's sitting there. He's like, "Oh, dudes, how'd it fucking go in there? It's sick, right?"
Xerox like, it was radical.
Oh,
Totally rad, dude.
fuck, dude. Tubular. All right, you guys want to see your room next? Like, what's on the fucking docket, guys?
I think
Good for
Perxeris has a detour he wants to take real quick.
Oh shit, where's Perxeris want to go now? He doesn't have his headphones on.
The tattoo
Give me
guy
a second. I'm saying
nearby?
goodnight to Gideon.
Oh my god, you can hear us. I'm not used to being able to people hear us when they don't have their headphones on. What is this sorcery?
And now he's muted. We can't hear him.
Victory
He
is
said something
ours
about
this day.
Fried chicken.
He's taking a picture of his foot and sending it to us.
No,
Good night, KFC.
Yeah.
baby and a puppy.
Oh, I bet the kid's being
So
super
probably
cute.
Gideon and the puppy, and it's good night
Oh,
kisses.
yeah.
That's what that is. Yeah,
Gideon's
good night
going
kisses.
night-night. That checks out.
Good night, Dad.
Night-night,
I hope you enjoy your chicken. I hope you find your dad, Dad.
Dad. You're not my real dad. Also, sometimes
was
you
like,
make me
"Shut
nuggets so that a lot of them so that you can eat what's left, but now you don't leave me any, Dada.
Dino-shaped nuggies for the win. He's so unimpressed.
I was they had called me, so I could.
Oh,
say
yeah,
goodnight
no
to
worries.
Gideon. Okay.
So, like, where are you
yes, I
fucking
wanted
wanting to go, dude?
Skolas.
Skull, the fucking tattoo, dude. Hell yeah. So he's like next door. I was looking over there, dude. Like, there's like guards in front of the door and like a fucking group of people. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but
Well, let's go find out.
guess we'll find out. Fuck yeah, dude. And Brad will lead you up here to this northern part of the map.
Excellent. It's
there-
almost like you were prepared for this.
What? Crazy. There is a one of those classic on the main drives. Everyone knows this in their town, right? Where it's definitely a house that's been converted into a business of some sort.
Yeah.
Like a dentist office most of the time, or a hair salon. Yeah, and there's a sign outside that says "Protective, Defensive, Magical Tattoos," and there's like it's like a barbershop pole rotating, but it's like purple and black. And there is a he's not a Goliath, but he's a really big human, fucking stacked dude. Full plate armor. He's got his helmet in his hand on his hip, and the door to the house is kind of boarded across and down, and you're just hearing a lot of voices. Where is he? My stuff's not working. What the fuck? I need to talk to this guy.
So there's a crowd of people outside.
Crowd of
They seem
people
to be
outside.
angry.
They seem to be angry.
There's a guard.
guard at the door.
He's outside the door.
He's outside the door. So there's the door. It's boarded up. He's basically standing right in front of it and kind of like trying to like, hey guys, whoa, 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 whoa. We're trying to figure out what's going on.
I am just going to body my way through this crowd.
Okay. Yeah, and they turn around really pissed for a second until they realize how big the arm is that's pushing them, and they're like, "Yep, nope, everything's cool, that's fine."
And I'm gonna go up to the guard and be like, "Where is Skolas?"
But that's what we're trying to figure out, man. It's no one's allowed in there right now. We're investigating, but something's gone weird. We can't give any information at this time. But if you just wait till we get our investigation in, I've heard all these people complaints. You seem pissed. I'm sure it's the same thing. We're trying to get to the bottom of everything here, okay?
Perhaps I could help.
Unless
would
you're
love
a
to find
professional detective from like one of the biggest cities. Oh, wait, we're one of the biggest cities. I think we're good. Thanks, man.
Hey, there's no reason to be a dick.
Listen, dude, I've had nothing but people yelling at me all day. Like, I am
Which
done.
is totally fair. I don't want to yell at you. I have no reason to yell at you.
Thank you.
I am only offering assistance if I can possibly help. We have experience with dragons and slaying things, granted.
Well, hopefully a dragon's not
have
involved in this.
Zarok
you
just kind of
never know.
points to the dragon skull on the back on his back and just kind of winks at him as if to say, "We're good to help," but doesn't say anything and just kind of sits back and watches what unfolds here.
Have you seen Sokol in the last week? That would help.
No, but it appears that his whatever enchantments he placed upon the people who visited him, they have failed. Seems as if he's probably dead.
And he kind of his eyes kind of go side to side for a second. No, I don't think so.
Insight?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Let's roll and see what I get.
Let's see, buddy.
Okay, that's 4 on the dice for a total of 3.
Can I also roll insight?
Absolutely. You can.
Cool.
Yeah.
See if I can help my good friend Sirius here in this situation.
You're like, that's a weird twitch this guy has, but yeah, duh. He would tell me. Oh, of course. He's on the level.
I rolled a 12.
12, you're looking at him and you're like, that's really weird to do that. But it doesn't really pop a red flag, But it feels a little off.
I kind of believe. I believe it.
You 100% believe him.
Okay.
Zarok, you're kind of like, well, that's weird, but it's not super suspicious weird.
Yeah, Zarok kind of conveys that to Perk Sirius to kind of help him as much as I could. But it also reaffirms to what the original belief was that he 100% believes him.
Excellent.
This guy is dressed in armor. Is he
Correct.
wearing any kind of sigil or
Yeah,
mark?
he does have a tabard on. It would have the crest of Neverwinter upon it. Like a ribbon coming off one side. Looking around, obviously from the front gate, moving around, you can tell this guy's a higher official in the guards.
Can I roll an investigation check just to kind of take a look around to what's immediately visible to us?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, give me if you want to do investigation to look around or just perception, either way.
Sorry, I might have missed it when I stepped away. Is he the only guard, or is there a group of guards?
As far as you can tell, he's the only guard at the door.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 for investigation.
Perfect. Yeah, looking around, there's a group of people. They all they were really grumpy, but with Perseus pushing through, you see them kind of stepping back. You definitely notice a neck tattoo here or there, something on the back of the head, one kind of behind the ear, all different designs, nothing matching up with each other like a gang sign or anything. You know what I mean? You do notice there is a back alley behind the building over here. And then some stalls and some people talking down here, some stalls and just some crates lying around over here.
I'm going to lean down to Zarok.
Once I've heard that, I'm going to just kind of nudge to Perk Sirius and be like, come here for a minute, come here. So that way I can discreetly describe everything that I've just learned to him. And
I'm just going to turn my back to the guard and just bend over Zarok so I can listen.
So I get real close to Perk Sirius, understanding he's being stubborn and don't want to chance being discovered, everything that I just learned. I would prefer if we walked away so I could come up with a plan while he keeps the guards distracted. But in this moment, I share everything that in this moment, I share everything that I just learned. And I convey that as Zarok, I would like to check out this back alley, but in order to do so, I need him to keep the guards focus strictly on him so I can have the opportunity to take a peek back without the intention to engage anything, just simply to scout and come back and share what I find out.
You've got some gold on you, right?
Just silver. Would you like 10 silver?
No, I just don't think that's going to be enough for my bell. I got you. You go.
Did you say for my bail?
Yes.
Perfect. And with that,
I
Yeah,
go,
so-
"Whoa," and I take Grundy's and I kind of put him next to Zarok, and I go,
Oh.
see if he can help you. At least
Oh,
take
I was-
him away. So
I was
if I end,
I was just gonna say if Zarok kind of sneaks away, I would join him since I'm also pretty stealthy and dexterous.
you would be good in the sky. Give me early
That
heads up
too.
if someone's trying to trump behind me.
hey Ryuki, would you be willing to hold my stuff for me? And I'm gonna hand Ryuki my weapons. I'm gonna take off my dragon skull. He's busy.
Oh yeah.
I realize that.
Love you,
And
sorry.
I am going to give him and it's just like I'm pulling. I've got my hammer, I've got a great axe, I've got a hand axe, I've got a battle axe, I've got 2 hand axes, 2 more
Jesus.
hand axes, I've got a javelin, I've got a short bow, I've got a spear. So I'm just like loading Ryuki up with all of this stuff.
All right.
And then
So
I'm just
I
gonna
transform into a pack mill just for
All right.
and load it on my back there, buddy.
And I just kind of look to Ryuki and I hand him 7 silver and say, "Here, get yourself a beer later."
And I just hit it with my hooves because I have no pockets now. I'm just like, later.
Put it in my
Ryuki,
mouth.
take note that I handed you 7 silver.
Noted.
And then so I'm gonna wait for Zarok and Quoth to kind of get around the building. I'm assuming since
Okay.
they're going for the alley.
Give me a stealth check and I'm going around the building.
Okay. Rolling.
Ooh,
And we rolled a 12.
Nat 1. I fucking just trip and eat shit.
Oh my god.
As he trips, I'm going to rage and I'm gonna cold cock this guard.
Oh my god. One thing at a time here, and I love everything happening. All right, so we have a pack mule completely covered in weapons. Okay. We have Zarok and Ryuki going to sneak around. Zarok, you're so busy staring at the guard that you're not really being sneaky, but you're like hunched over walking down the sidewalk. And then Quoth literally just like sneak time and gets excited and just like sprints into your back. And you guys tumble and fall over into the ground. And right at that moment, I need Prixeris.
Sorry, what is the rock roll?
Zarok
I
rolled
rolled
a
a
12.
Oh, okay.
And then Prixeris, I need an unarmed strike for me.
Okay. I raged.
Yep.
And as I rage, I'm going to choose my fist as my elemental weapon.
Okay.
If you'll allow that.
Sure can.
And
It
I'm
is a
going to
weapon.
do. Okay. I'm going to do. I think I can do thunder damage. Mental cleaver, acid, cold, fire, thunder. Yeah. In an effort to make it non-lethal, so it's just concussive damage. And I
Thank you for saying
believe,
non-lethal. Appreciate that.
I have no. I'm checking things to make
100%.
sure.
Zarok curses under his breath. I said, "Sneaky, goddammit."
Okay. Yeah. So that is a natural 20 for a 27.
Okay.
Baby.
Oof, baby. Yep. You walk up. You're just like, all right, this is my moment. Wham! Knock him in the face. And he. Do you have a set damage for that, or does that base with your class? Can you do more?
No, it's 5 damage, but elemental. I do roll the dice for that, so those would be doubled.
Okay, give me those.
So that is 13 damage, 8 of which is thunder damage.
Oh, deal. Yeah. You cold clock him in the face, and he slams against the door, and the boards keeping it, locked down, bend in with him and kind of start to crack and break. And he goes, and like crumbles in a heap at the bottom of the door. And everyone else is like, oh, whoa, what is going on? And like half of them are like, I didn't fucking see a thing. And they start like just walking off. Not me.
With that distraction, Xerox bolts for the alley.
Okay.
Yeah, I would also like stumble back up and follow him.
Where's Quath?
Oh, sorry about that. Got a bit excited.
I move, but slowly because I'm heavily weighted.
All right.
Okay, now that I'm back here.
So you see to the building to the right, like obviously there's like it's just a straight wall. There's no windows right there. There is a window. It's not open right here on the backside.
Okay. And gonna turn my character to face it here.
There are curtains drawn, so you would not be able to look in and see anything.
Well, all the attention would have been drawn to the front of the building, and it's open. So I just kind of peek my head in to see if there's any clutter on the floor.
The window isn't open.
Oh,
there's a window. It's got curtains drawn. It's not open.
Am I able to open this from the outside?
You can certainly give it a whirl.
All right.
Give me. Just give me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Is there like a chimney on the roof or something?
There is a chimney on the roof.
Okay. Well, I will note that in case this does not work out.
That is also a 12 that I rolled.
Yeah, 12, you go to grab on, and you're like, it's one of those like, let me in, like the window's shaking, but nothing's really happening. And you can tell it's definitely locked.
Well, I have an idea here. Now, one of the parts of my class, which is why I've been exploring the thief aspect so much, because I didn't realize, but I have that as a part of my character.
What?
Now, you guys don't know
No
that
one
in game,
noticed.
but I know that in my inventory I have thief tools. Is there a way that I could attempt to unlock that from the outside by chance?
Buddy, that's exactly what thieves' tools are for.
Well, perfect. What would you like me to roll to attempt this?
I
Probably
want
another sleight of hand?
I want you to roll thieves' tools. Yeah, no, another sleight of hand.
Okay. All right. As native would say.
All right.
Baby! That's a 27, boys.
Oh,
19.
Ooh.
Yeah, the second it seems locked, you're like, oh. Almost like in the motion of going, oh no. Suddenly the thieves' tools are in your hand. Like, oh, how'd that get there? And like, I mean, in a blink of an eye, whoop, the window pops open.
Perfect. All right. First thing I'm going to do before I step in is just kind of poke my head in and look to see if there's anything directly below the window that I could fall on. And after that, once I have an answer to that question, just kind of look around to see if anybody's paying attention to the window area.
Yeah, as you poke your head in through the curtains, there's an empty like bathtub, wooden copper inline bathtub underneath you, a desk with a mirror in the corner, and a orc shit in the corner. I was kidding, and a chamber pot in the corner.
No, they've beat us here already.
In understanding that if there were anyone inside, most of the attention should be centered to the front entrance.
With that big bang.
Do I see anybody directly in the vicinity of this bathtub?
You do not.
Okay. So I turn to Quath and I share this information. Quath, it appears that I am able to get inside to take a quick look around. Are you able to watch my 6 while I attempt to take a look in here?
Yeah, I can keep us covered.
And with that, I step into the bathtub.
Okay.
And just try to scout my surroundings and fish through anything that I can.
As you enter, let's move to the front of the house here. With half the crowd leaving, a couple people still really like, whoa, what the hell's going on? Perxeris, as you're standing there over a knocked unconscious guard.
I kind of grab him and sit him up.
Okay.
And I kind of cross his legs and kind of put his hands behind his head in an attempt to make it look like he's just sleeping. And I turn to everybody else and I go, "You didn't see anything."
Give me intimidation with advantage.
Sure.
Grimwood Games with a raid. Thank you, buddy. We're rocking some Dungeons and Dragons over here. Investigating in Neverwinter before a party in their behalf. A missing tattoo artist that has caused some issues for Mr. Perxeris here. Also, thank you for the follow, Grimwood. 15. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You look at these guys, because you just walked up. You're way bigger than everyone. Cold clocked this guard and just spun nothing. And they go, yep, nope, you're right. And do that like Mickey Mouse at the wheel whistle, you know? And just kind of like walk off different directions. You got it. Yes, sir.
And then I'm just gonna kind of lean because now it's probably been a turn since my rage, and since it only lasts for a certain amount of time if I'm not taking damage or doing damage, I just kind of shrink back to my regular form and lean up against the wall next to the guard.
Puts an empty beer bottle like right beside the guard.
This guy's got a problem. Yeah.
Is there an empty bottle anywhere that I could just like grab?
I'm sure Ryuki's got plenty.
Absolutely there is.
I just grab an empty bottle and put it in his hand.
Perfect.
So once behind his head, his legs are crossed and he's just kind of holding the bottle.
Ryuki, what are you doing all this?
I still got everything on my back. I'm feasting on a little bit of grass over here on the backside.
Kyle?
Just
Kind of wanders off.
little chomps. Just kind of staying around this area here.
Okay. Chill action. No reaction to everything that your party has just done in the last 30 seconds.
No, not really. I'm still kind of irritated that there's a bunch of stuff on me.
Well,
So I'm kind of like I'm biting the grass there behind that tent, just kind of like angrily, like they better get this done. What are they doing? Jesus.
aggressively licks himself.
Right.
Yeah. Stomp my hoofs a couple times.
All right. So you're staying outside, Perxeris and Ryuki.
Yep. Just
Okay.
I'm leaned up next to the guard. I'm kind of at the corner, so I'm like keeping an eye and I'm keeping him within arm's reach just in case he wakes back up so I can wham.
I love that so much. I'll move Zarok into the room there. All right, Zarok, we're moving back inside. As you step in again, it's an empty tub. And you step in and you're standing in what's definitely a bathroom washroom for this house.
Okay.
There is a solid walls all around you. There's another window over here. It's that like tiled over where you can't really see through it kind of window there, and a door on this side of the room.
Okay, now this here.
Yes, sir.
Is this like a desk or like is there drawers here?
There's drawers. There's also like brushes and ink. There's a mirror, a comb, a brush, a scrub, a dub, you know.
All right. Well, first thing I'm going to do is just search these drawers to see if there's like maybe a key or anything useful that's kicking around, maybe even a letter of any kind.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Okay. Rolling. Investigation rolling.
Right.
Yeah, God love the Blues Brothers. 15.
Guess that's why they call it the blues. 15, looking through the drawers. There's, I mean, a ton of beauty products in here, right? Everything you could think of. Creams, moisturizers, stuff for toes, cleaning things. There's like a little box. You like push a button on the side and it immediately like fills with water and starts vibrating. And you do find on the right side, there is like a binder. And when you open it up, there's just like a massive list. There's about 50 pages in here, a massive list with names. And then to the side of it, there's a bracket for name, a bracket for tattoo style, and a bracket for tattoo magic. And there's just a list of like a rose lets me know what love is again, you know, a heart on my lower back that makes me more promiscuous. You know, there's a whole bunch of different stuff like that.
All right. Knowing that Quoth is outside the window, I'm going to pick up the binder and throw it out the window in such a way that the flat meets the ground and makes a loud thud, hoping that it gets his attention. So he'll just pick it up and be like, all right.
All right. I need you to make me as D&D Beyond loads extremely slowly as it's been doing the last couple of months, and it's really pissing me off.
Me or Zarek?
This will be for Zarok once this loads sometime
All right.
in the future. I've not been happy with D&D Beyond lately. Oh,
Rusty Poo!
did Russ ruin it? Oh my God.
My power just went out.
Your power just went out?
Oh.
Power just went out.
Oh my God, dude. You punched that
Where'd
guard
it go?
so hard to put your power out.
I know.
Are they coming back or they run to the store?
Hey,
Well, you better go catch it.
stay with the stream. This happens every once in a while. Now, Russ is me, and I am Russ. Take that with a grain of salt.
Let me hear your best Russ impression.
They used to know an electrician once, and he came around to my neighborhood and took out some powder in the moment of need.
That's actually pretty good.
That was really good. If you don't have heroic inspiration, I want you to give it to yourself.
Awesome. Heroic inspiration. How do I do? Oh, right. Got it,
Baby. All right. I need you to make me an athletics check as you throw the binder.
Athletics. Got it. Please, sir. Please, roll me some more. And that's
Oh,
22.
absolutely, dude. You
Catch
are,
22.
dude, thieving lately, breaking and entering into a house, rummaging through something. It just feels so right. Popping locks like it's nothing, stealing stuff. You are in a flow state. And yeah, you turn and chuck that binder out, and it like almost floats out the window and lands perfect like you wanted at Quoth's feet. Clomp.
Actually, I was gonna say, can I use my deflect missiles to catch it before it even hits the ground?
Of course you can. Yes, I love that.
Do I need to roll anything? Because normally it's for like an attack roll.
With that 22, dude, I mean, you could just lay your hand out and it'll just land perfectly in it.
Perfectly.
Awesome.
My whole block is out.
Oh, shit.
Jeez, holy crap, dude.
Not the neighborhood, because I can see a few streets over. They still have lights.
But like your whole street?
Yeah.
Damn drug addicts trying to find copper again.
Yeah, god damn. Check the catalytic
all know
converter
that
on your
rose.
house, man. They might
It
be
was
stealing
Zarek. Zarek's out there.
that. Yeah. Breaking and entering into everyone's home.
All right. So as Zarok is in the flow state, and also recognizing he's surrounded by a plethora of beauty products, and recognizing he's alone and nobody can see him or knows what he's doing, he can be a little discreet, you know what I'm saying? He decides to grab some moisturizer for himself for later and tosses that in the bag.
Perfect.
So I'm going to write a note of this so that way I actually have the reference for later. Throws the binder perfectly, all caps, out the window for Quoth. Steals the moisturizer.
Hey, that shit's expensive, man.
This is true.
All right. Okay, so next, I can hear the sirens going off
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Damn.
Why are there must have been like I bet there's a car crash, like hit a transformer or a pole or something.
Probably.
There's sirens and shit.
That's what I would assume too. Yeah, that's crazy. Look for where
Well,
they
it was
stop
raining
at.
earlier, and then it just went. It just went out all of a sudden.
Someone left the doors open. Uh-oh.
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 Okay,
Qua,
so
are you staying outside or are you
Yes.
going in?
Well, he asked me to keep him covered. Has he asked me to come back in or
This is
come
true.
in? Unless I like hear a disturbance or whatever from the inside, I'd still just hang out and keep him covered.
Ryuki, you're still just munching on grass, correct? You want to do
Yep,
anything
still
else?
chilling.
All right.
No, nothing else.
Perks still hanging out the front door.
Yep. Just
Okay.
seeing if that guard is going to wake up. If he
Everything's
does, I'm
on
giving
you
him
right
another
now,
punch.
Mr. Zarok.
all right.
All right.
Um.
All right.
All right.
Okay, turn my character here, and I'm going to come up to this door here. I'm gonna open it a crack, but like not completely open, just a crack enough that I can kind of see if there's anybody standing outside. Trying to be discreet, but like not overly crazy. Just kind of want to see what I can see.
Okay. Yeah, if you're just looking through a little crack there, you'll notice a desk against the wall over here and a chair, a big rug going through it. Seems like a pretty good sized room, but that's all you can kind of see from the crack in the door.
Okay, so far so good. So I am going to stand flat against this wall here and just open the door fully and see if there's any movement or a reaction. At the first sign of movement or a reaction or anything, I'm going to dart for that window. If not, I'm just going to sit still for a moment and all is safe, poke my head through without fully committing going through the door yet, just so I can see the whole room.
Okay. No, thank you for telling me exactly what would happen in the future here. I love that. All right. So you slide the door. No, like legit. That way, if something happens, the thing he said just happens instead of being like, "You see a guy, what do you do?"
Yeah.
Is D&D play right there. All right, as you swing the door open wide and look through, you can see the full length of this is definitely the living quarters I have it in my phone. I keep forgetting his name. There's too many names of people here as this goes on.
Whose fault is that?
Sokol.
Oh,
Skolas is from Destiny, buddy. Sokol. Of Sokol's room, there is a chest, a wide room with a bed, and there is blood all over the bed and a blood trail leading from the bed to this door here.
Oh, perfect. And there's nobody here. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out these 3 keys that I randomly found and just try them on this.
That I randomly
before-
found.
Before I do that, actually, I'm just going to try and see if it's locked first. If it's not locked, I'm going to open it. If it's locked, I'm going to try these keys.
Weren't the keys from the guard on the yacht?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
All right, yeah.
It's actually his twin brother. Then he
Yeah.
has keys to his house. So you enter the room, correct?
Yes, and I'm standing in front of the chest, checking to see if it's locked or not first.
All right. Moving the chest, it does not open.
Okay. I'm going to try the 3 keys that I have just to see if they do anything, just to see.
The second one fits perfectly, but it doesn't actually turn the lock.
Okay. Let's see. Can I do an investigation roll for investigating the room to see if I can find a key for this chest?
Absolutely, you can.
All right.
All right.
How cool would it have been if they were skeleton keys?
Oh my God! Right? Just happens to find a guy with him.
Woo! First natural
Found the
20 of the
key.
night, boys.
Dude, you've had all these
Uninstalling.
23s without a natural. That's insane.
Yeah.
All right, with a nat 20, looking around the room. Honestly, with a nat 20, you turn around to look heavily, and you were hyper focused, looking around at everything, and you would notice a gap in the wall over here that leads in another room, and you definitely see feet on the ground.
Okay. Yep,
If that interrupts your investigation, let me know, or you just keep looking for a key. That's fine too.
Totally does. I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to see if first if this body is alive. So I enter the room.
Okay. As you enter the room, on this table, there are a bunch of pictures of different tattoos, piles of books with a different arcane abilities from over the years, things to study and look at. On this shelf in the corner, I don't have the pointer clicked on right now. In this shelf in the corner, there are just rows and rows of like potions, bottles, liquids, pens, wands, all sorts of things. An ottoman chair in the middle, rows of books on the other side and pictures, and a humanoid figure laying on the ground surrounded by a puddle of blood.
All right.
First
thing I'm going to do is check to see if there's any items on this body, if there's anything in the pockets, what they were carrying. That's the first thing I'm doing.
Much more important than both.
The sticky bandit strike again.
I love that so much. I feel happy. All right, give me an investigation as you're rummaging through the body.
All right.
Rolling.
All right.
Rolling.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
First shitty roll. All right. 4 + 4 = 8.
8. Yeah, you're rummaging through, and you've been feeling like really, you're the fucking big thief on the block, right? Oh, no way this guy can see what I'm doing. He's got to be dead, right? And you're going through, and there's like, you accidentally find like a leftover pocket full of blood as you reach in the first pocket. It's like, oh God. And that kind of like makes your hands all slippery and you kind of can't dig through the rest. And you're just like, you can't get a hold of the body now. Your hands are covered in blood.
Ugh, gross.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Can I use his own jacket to wipe the blood off of my hands?
Absolutely, you can.
All right. So that's going to be what I'm going to do first.
Okay.
Once I have all the blood off of my hands.
For the record, all the blood and everything, just in case this matters to you, there was no reaction from the body.
Perfect.
In case there was any question at this point.
Just give you the information.
Yep. Once the blood is removed from my hands, I am going to check his neck for a pulse, assuming probably not, but I'm going to check anyways.
Absolutely.
All of a sudden, he cares.
Give me a medicine check.
Medicine. Okay, rolling. Oh, boys. That's a 19, so it's a dirty 21.
19 medicine check going towards the neck. You immediately, you're like, I've been trained on this before. I know everything I need to do. You like mentally go over the notes of the classes you took, and you assess this body. And yeah, there's no pulse. You're checking for any movement in the eyes. Nothing. You put your hand in front of the mouth. No breathing happening. Looking all around for any, movements of the chest, any of that stuff. This is a dead body.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is, if I can get the right click to work here, fuck off. No, stop it. I'm trying to ping that. Oh. There it is. Those documents right there. Yep. All the paperwork and the documents. I'm going to stack them together nice and neatly.
Okay.
I'm going to pick them up and I'm going to bring them to the window where Quath is standing. I'm not going to throw them this time. I'm going to place them neatly outside of the window.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come back. And I'm thinking about this.
Are you telling Quath about anything going on in here?
Not yet. I'm just placing all.
If he's coming back out to me at this point, to hand me something. At this point, I would be like, "So what did you find? What's going on?"
No, anything that I find that might be concerning, I'm just placing outside the window hoping that he grabs onto it so we can rummage through it later and find out what we need to later.
So you don't respond to him when he asks
right.
you what's going on?
Oh. In that case, Xerox just says, I'm trying to be quick as much as I can so we don't have to be here as long. I'm just bringing some items for the time being. We can look through this later and hopefully find some answers. For the moment,
All right.
you need to go back.
Do I need to go back?
Amazing.
You continue doing what you're doing, please, and thank you.
Okay.
Hey, just also as an aside, Sweaty, thieves' tools can be used to unlock more than just windows.
Thank
By the
you,
way.
because that's what I was going to do next.
Perfect.
Yep, and that's
I would
my
check for
reasoning.
traps, though. Definitely check for traps first.
Hey. No, don't be doing that. Hey.
Meta pigeon.
That being said, Xerox is going to go to the chest
Okay.
and check for traps.
Okay.
All right.
That's just investigation, right? For check for
The
traps?
DC just went up by 10,
Yeah,
Brradd.
Yep.
Well, it's better. It's better than him not checking for traps and just going, "I'm gonna try to unlock this lid."
Give me investigation.
Of somebody who is obviously
Investigation,
arcanely
roll it.
gifted.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. It explodes and you die. No, actually it
Oh, shit.
explodes and the you are perfectly placed so the explosion doesn't hurt you, and the chest flies through 3 walls and hits Perxirus in the face and kills him. All right. Yeah, no, you're looking around and you're like, I mean, it's just a tattoo guy, but you're checking anyway just to be safe. And you're feeling pretty confident. There's just a little storage chest in his room that's probably not trapped.
All right.
All right.
In that case, I'm going to use my thieves' tools to try and open this chest.
All right. Sleight of hand, dog.
Sleight of hand, she be. Rolling.
The first half of this episode brought to you by Perxirus. The second half brought to you by Zarok.
You make it sound like I just would not shut up talking.
I
wouldn't
rolled
say
it out.
No,
Just-
those aren't my words because you wouldn't let it.
You guys all suck.
According to chat. No.
Yeah.
Does 12 open the chest?
12 as you're wiggling it around. You feel like you're getting real close. Like you hear 1 click, 2 clicks, and you're like, I can't just figure out this last part, and it is not unlocking.
Damn it. Let me see here. Uno momento, por favor.
Indeed.
Can I just straight up attack the lock to break it
You sure can.
since it's not trapped? That's what I want to do.
I
I,
guess at
just
this
want to
point
break
we're-
That's
through
what
it.
we call a barbarian lockpick.
I guess at this point you'd see down through this part too. Because it's open right here, and you'd see the blood trail from the bed through, fireplace, and a couple chairs. I just realized you definitely would have been able to see that from where you were.
Yep.
I would see it?
Oh, no. Zarok. I
Zarok.
hadn't revealed that part of the map.
Oh.
I mean, it was probably obvious that the blood led to that body, but just in case, I was like, I should probably reveal that because he can see it.
Yeah. So I just wanted to like beat this lock open.
What was your attack roll?
Let me see. Could I use athletics?
It's an attack roll because you're trying to attack the lock.
Attack roll. Okay, how do I do that? On arm strike or?
I mean, are you punching the lock or are you hitting it with a dagger?
No, I'm gonna insert my dagger and then beat the hilt of my dagger.
There you go. So give me attack with the dagger then.
Okay.
Oh!
Hit DC.
Ooh, bye, Billy.
That's what I want right there.
Yes, sir.
That's what I want. Natural 20
No
for 26.
way.
Damn.
Your roll's on fire. Nicely done. Except when you're looting a dead guy, funny enough.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, so you go, especially with your magic dagger made of very strong material, wham, hit that lock and it snaps right off.
Perfect. Now we're gonna open and see what's inside.
All right. As you open the chest, there are a ability to make investigation check.
And I'm gonna do that. Investigation.
I'm in the alley. Is there anything going on? Do I see anything? Anything suspicious?
In the alley, especially with the good intimidation roll from Prixirus, everyone kind of disbanded. So unless a patrol of guards comes by, it seems like business as usual out there. Somehow you guys pulled that off.
Well, somebody on this team had to roll well.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Are you kidding me? There it is. That's a natural 20.
Jeez.
Where's this game log? Oh.
It's like, hold up.
20 plus 4. That's a 24.
What's this investigation check before that?
That I don't remember. I don't know. Was that looking over the body?
No, because there's your attack with the dragon tooth dagger. And then there's an investigation check for 10, and then another investigation check for 24.
Okay.
He's hacking?
You
I mean, we can go with whatever you want.
You smudging
No.
rock? What are you doing to me right now, man? Thought we were friends.
DM, roll for insight.
I'm insight checking you with your own character sheet. How do you like that?
Copy. Tracking.
I rolled a 10. I believe whatever you tell me. Moving on. Nicely done on the natural 20, buddy. Oh, God. What happened to the stream? What the fuck is going on?
It's because Russ keeps disconnecting.
Oh,
Yeah.
he left. Okay. I thought he turned his camera on mobile and it messed it. Billy, you are
So he's
terrible.
down
Had
recipe?
his camera on. He had just called in.
Hey, what's up? All right. Sorry, stream, deal with it. All right, audio listeners, doesn't matter to you. All right, natural 20 investigation check. Yep, you're going through, and they're like clothes, formal wear, like a dagger, a short sword, just regular ones. And with a natural 20, you do find a hidden switch on the bottom right that pops open a hidden drawer.
All right, we're gonna hit that.
All right. And you hit that. Hey, congratulations on having power back, buddy.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Ah, that wasn't down too long. That's nice.
No, I was like, is this going to be down for the rest of the night?
That would suck.
I was really worried about that. Yeah.
Yeah, under in this hidden pocket, there is a piece of paper in there. And if you look over that, at the top, it says lists of people not to work with. And then halfway down that, it says lists of people to look out for with different names on it. With your I'll go for your original investigation check. On the list, in the section that says people to look out for, you do recognize the name Orla on it.
Okay. I'm going to pocket that. And now I'm going to make my way back to Quoth and share. Well, actually, I'm going to suggest that we should regroup once I get there. So that way I can share everything that I had learned.
Okay.
So with that being said, I make my way back to the window.
To the
Pop out.
wall.
To the wall.
I look to Quoth and I say, I've completed my investigations and I think we should regroup.
Did you get anything good?
We should regroup. And then
All right.
share everything with everyone.
That's all I'm saying right now. Or much on grass. Pissed at shit. Back hurts.
Backwards? Yeah. This is a regular day for native.
Yeah.
Are you guys reconvening at the front with Prixirus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys come around the front, the guard does kind of start to be like, oh.
And I'm going to hit him again. Bam!
Give me an attack roll.
Poor guard.
Wham!
I
This guard's
am,
named Beef. That'd be awesome.
I am also going to rage again as my bonus action.
Well, you can, but he is prone, therefore it gives you advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to rage also?
I'm gonna do it
All right,
anyway.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
You're gonna kill the man.
I have an advantage to my
gonna-
advantage.
I am going to choose my my fist again for that elemental damage. Do
Okay.
thunder, non-lethal. Highest was an 18 to hit.
18 will hit, dude. And all right, give me some damage.
That is 11 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. As he's kind of like coming to, and as your fist connects and leaves, his head cocks back and his eye like instantly swells shut. And it's just like bloop, like a bulge popping out of his face. And he crumbles to the ground and drools just going out the side of his mouth.
Question.
Yep.
Should I hit him a couple? Not for you.
Oh, sorry.
For the rest
I'm
of the
used to
group.
that.
Question for the rest of the group here. Cloud Dragon, Strike Force, Team Go. Should I hit him a few more times just to make sure his memory is really addled?
Ensure this man is
He seems pretty out of it already.
No. Beat this man to the point that he can't even remember who he is or why he's here.
So I'm gonna kind of look surreptitiously
That
around,
seems unnecessary.
and I'm gonna look surreptitiously around, and then I'm gonna drag him back into the alley, and I'm just gonna beat him a few more times, just to really make sure that he's not gonna remember any of this.
It is completely not helpful when he's interrogated.
You're beating the beef out of him. That's crazy.
Okay. Are you
Deuce.
stealthily dragging him around the building?
I'm gonna try to stealth. I don't know how successful this
Give
is
me
gonna
stealth
be.
with disadvantage while you're dragging a body in broad daylight down the streets of Neverwinter.
Sure.
Gonna beat this man into a slice of beef.
A 10.
Yeah.
Good
You're
enough.
dragging him, and like, you hit a couple pots and pans and stuff while you're dragging around from stuff laying around. You feel like it was pretty sneaky because you're just focused on getting back
Yeah.
there. And I guess you'll find out if you were sneaky or not.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to, I maybe a medicine check to see how many times I need to hit him to give him.
Give me a medicine check.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Hey, that's not too bad. On the dice, I rolled a 13 for a total of 12.
Nice. Looking him over with your extensive knowledge of medicine and the human body and whatnot, you're looking over and you're like, I could probably hit him a couple times.
Yep.
A non-human with his knowledge of the human body.
Yep.
I am still raging.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you angrily think you could probably hit him a couple more times.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to roll those or just take it at face value or?
Well, since you said non-lethal, I won't make you roll.
Okay.
If you had specifically not said that,
Yeah.
then yes, I'd make you roll the attacks.
I also wouldn't be too concerned if I ended up killing this guy. Although people have seen me drag him into the back alley.
We
and punch him
just got
originally,
here.
so-
Did we
Yeah.
not murder a guard within the first 30 minutes of arriving?
Yeah, you guys have literally been here
Xerox-
for like an hour and a half at this point.
Xerox is watching all of this violence and just touching himself watching this.
You hear a voice from the end of the alley go, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?"
Get my rocks off to this violence, dude!
Hey, Brradd. I don't think we should
Yeah.
do this.
What are you fucking doing, dude? It's like a fucking guard, dude.
Not
That's so
anymore.
odd.
Wham!
Oh god. Dude, what?
Xerox like, again! Ah!
Brad like almost
fully-
falls backward and like into you, native. He's like holding onto one of the weapons just to steady himself. Oh my god, dudes, what the fuck?
I mean,
Okay.
I would have thought that working with the Adventurers League, you've probably seen worse. I mean, come on.
I don't work with the Adventurers League, dude. I'm a whole separate thing just to show people around.
Yeah, like I said, you probably don't want to see this, so I would turn around, make sure nobody else is watching.
Oh my god. All right, dudes.
Xerox is completely turned on by all of the violence.
And then once I've hit him a few more times, just to make sure that he's really probably not going to be waking up for a while. I'm gonna give him a quick bat down.
I was gonna give him a wet willy.
Teabag him before you walk away. Yeah, give me an investigation check while you're patting him down, I guess.
Sure. Might as well, if we're gonna do this, might as well just go all the way. That's a 4.
Yeah, no, you're going over. You're like, this is armor. I'm like, I don't think armor has pockets. That'd be crazy. Why am I even looking at this anymore? And you kind of get bored.
Zarek just kind of walks up and seeing what happened, and he's like, "Let me give this a try." So I'm going to try rolling for investigation, if I may.
Yeah.
See if you can find. Particularly, I'm looking for any like credentials or a badge or something.
Rolling. All right.
Oh, all right.
See what you got.
All right.
All right.
And that's a 17.
17. Yep. As you're digging through, he's not carrying any money on him during his shift. He's been here long enough to know not to do that. But you do find 4 keys on this gentleman on a ring. And you do, in fact, find on the ring is not carved. Forged with metal, right? Is the sigil of the city with the design of the 2 ribbons he has on his side, kind of going around it to signify his rank.
All right. I'm going to take the 4 keys as well as the sigil. I'm going to pocket the 4 keys, but I'm going to hand the sigil to Perksirus and say, I found keys, but I think we could maybe take a look at these for later. For the time being, this is the only other thing that I found. And hand forward the metal sigil.
Looks like we just got inducted into the city guard, boys. Do I see this open window?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to drag the guard into the open window, and I'm going to put him next to the body and make sure that he's just covered in blood from this dude.
You don't know there's a body in there.
Oh, that's right.
But what you could do is put some empty alcohol bottles and make it look like he killed the other guy in a drunken rage.
He doesn't know to hide the body next to the body.
He was already investigating this. I think they already knew he was dead.
But I know this.
Yeah, but you haven't told anyone there's a dead body in there yet.
Oh, that's right.
Well, here we go. Because I was watching this. Perksirus.
Here we go.
Let's put the body inside of this window. There's a tub. And then we could plant some empty alcohol bottles. Now, you don't know this yet, but there's a dead body. And we can make it look like this guard has murdered the body. And I promise you, it was not done by me. It just happened to be there. I even checked his pocket.
You don't know this yet. There's a dead body in there.
Look, I'm going to be real honest with you right now. If I had found Sokol, I was probably going to kill him anyway. So...
Now, before you ask any questions, I did find some documents. I did find some interesting things, of which I handed to Quoth. I'm hoping we can regroup later, go through it together, and maybe answer some questions.
Yeah, let's talk later. First, and I'm gonna drag the body in, and I'm gonna position him next to the. Do I recognize the body? Is this Sokol?
The body, as someone who has talked to Sokol before, I'm glad you entered the room. It is not Sokol.
I knew it. I knew that. You mother. I knew it. I knew it. Do I know? Do I recognize this person? Is there any?
You do not recognize this person. Well, give me a history check just in case. Just in case.
Oh, that's a 19.
You don't recognize the body.
Oh, wow. That was anticlimactic. Okay.
I like how he's like offended by that.
You needed a 53.
Yeah,
sorry, buddy.
Is this person dressed as a guard? Is this person dressed as a thief?
They are in not like fine clothes, but pretty, pretty okay clothes. It looks like a commoner of some sort.
I just kind of poke my head to Perksirius and remind him, Perksirius, we have to be quick. I understand you want to know more, but I found documents and we can figure this out later.
Is there a dagger in the guy's hand or anything?
Nope.
Xerox would have found that earlier. Certainly with a natural 20 investigation.
I'll put you guys.
Okay.
Ryuki, are you still outside or are you coming in yet?
Nope, I'm still outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a dagger off of the guard's belt.
Okay.
I'm assuming he has a dagger. And I'm gonna put it into his hand, and he already looks like he got the crap beat out of him. I'm gonna actually first, before I put the dagger into the guard's hand, I'm gonna stab the guy a couple of times with the dagger.
I love that for you.
Planting.
That's nice.
Copy.
I thought all your weapons were on my back. That's cool that you still have a dagger on you.
No, there was a dagger in the chest.
It's the
Oh,
guard's
no, that
dagger.
Okay.
Actually,
Checking.
the guard's
Okay.
dagger.
Oh, you're being grumpy.
I'm gonna throw it into his hand, and then I'm going to climb out the window. But before I do, is there any water in the bath or like a
No.
wash basin or anything?
It's empty.
Perksirius, you should probably trash the room just to make investigations even more difficult. Right quick, and then we'll leave. You can do this quickly. You're a big, brawny man. I know you can do this.
Yep. And I'm gonna start throwing furniture. I'm gonna wreck this space.
Just
Also
the room
wanna-
or the whole house?
The room, like the bed, like I'm gonna toss the bed up. I'm gonna throw the rug to the side. I'm gonna throw a chair against the wall. And then I'm also gonna do the same in the study where I'm just like knocking things. Also, while I'm doing this, looking for any compartments that might be behind those.
Should we put the body in the fireplace? Let it burn.
I think that might be a little far.
Maybe just legs. It would be really hot.
Me hearing the commotion from outside, like I
Weren't you the one
transformed
saying
back,
like 5 minutes ago?
I drop all the weapons. I shed
Why
all the
don't we
weapons.
burn the house down?
Hey, let Ryuki do something.
Hearing all the commotion, I think there's something going on. So I shed all.
It does sound like there's a fight.
retransform.
Yeah.
All the weapons fall off of me. They're just laying there behind the tent.
Brad's
and then
like,
I kind of
I
just
had no idea.
yeah. And I walk around the corner toward the front door, and I'm still kind of like just like listening to see what it is, because I don't see my friends or nothing like that, my adventures. So
Yeah, leaning against the door listening, it sounds like there's a war happening inside.
yeah. Yep.
Xerox, in the meantime, is walking up to the body and grabbing it to half throw the body into the fireplace, just for added effect.
The fire is not going because no one's been here, but it looks like it is on the map. But there is not a fire in the fireplace.
Let me
Currently.
see. I believe I have a spell, produce flame. Yes.
I mean, it would take you a very long time to burn a body with that.
That's fine. I just kind of wanted for added dramatic visual effect.
We just went over this not too long ago.
Before.
Yeah, it would take like days for you to burn this
Okay.
body with the produce flame.
Copy. In that case, I'm just going to throw the body in there nonetheless. And
Okay.
just kind of,
So you walk
And
towards the
just
front
kinda-
here.
I'm gonna throw the body over in this area here. If I can ping it. Well, there. Yeah.
All right.
there.
Wait, there's
The
more to this
fireplace, put
house?
the legs in
Whoa,
there.
whoa.
No one's looked.
After
that.
have I finished trashing this place, or is it going to be a minute?
It'll be a minute while you're trashing this place.
I'm gonna check this room just before we leave, right quick.
Okay. Ryuki, anything at the front door? It sounds like a goddamn war's happening inside.
Yeah, no, I heard the thump of the body, and like that just sends me into a little bit, not of a panic, but just a curiosity and worried about my guys. So I approach the front door and I walk in.
Okay. Luckily, the boards that were holding it shut were crumbled from the guard getting punched at the beginning, so you're able to kind of move the
Perfect.
boards And you jiggle on the doorknob, and it is locked.
It is locked.
Zarok, while you're at the front throwing a body into the fire, you do hear the front door go jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Oh yeah, I kind of put 2 and 2 together, and I just go open it.
Suddenly the door opens in front of you, and you guys are face to face.
Hey, Ryuki. Yes, I understand that you likely heard the commotion in here.
Oh, that's the front door.
We're planning some evidence, and I have a room that I want to check right quick, and then we're gonna all get out of here because I have lots to share. And to that, without even waiting for a response, I just go straight to the room.
Okay.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on? I've been a donkey for the last 4 hours.
Yeah, there's a part of a dead body hanging out of the fireplace. There's furniture spewed everywhere, and blood splattered all over this house at this point. And the guard from the front door is unconscious in the bathtub.
Yeah, I like.
I didn't
chase
put him in
after-
the bathtub. I put him next to.
And the unconscious guard is covered in the dead body's blood and is next to it.
I chased after as a rock because he's the first one I saw. I was like, "Is this you? What did you do?"
You just
No
hear
time
from
to
the other
explain.
room, it was definitely Zarok.
Can never let you guys go anywhere alone. And I
I'm
walked
just
in the living room.
completely ignoring him. And
I'm just kind of
focusing
like
on investigating
trying to like
this room.
focus and looking at everything of what the hell's happened, trying to piece it together. I'm not asking any more questions because at this point my team is just like these guys are savages.
Yeah, you're like, you didn't want to really be in town, then you didn't really want to join the Adventurers Guild, and now there's a murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't do the murder. The body was here when we showed up.
But what about the
That's what they all
murder?
say.
I'm seeing who has. Okay. You were checking out that side room there, Zarok. Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me find my. I've got so many tabs open here. All right, you're gonna be down here. All right. Looking around in here. At first glance, it looks like a storage area. Around the corner here, there are a bunch of storage crates, and a keg on the floor over here. At first glance, if you'd like to investigate further, you may.
Absolutely.
Red,
The
be
first thing
careful.
I'm going to search for is traps.
Okay. Roll me an
let's see.
investigation.
Rolling.
Rolling.
The dice is currently rolling.
Where are you checking for traps at?
The first one is going to be the keg.
Okay, cool.
So that's my first trap that I'm checking, and I rolled a 9.
A 9. You're looking it over and you're like, who would trap a keg?
Yeah, I kind of put that to the wayside for the moment. I'm going to check if it gives me the ping option here. The farmost left chest for a trap next.
Okay.
So investigation, rolling. I can't see because the UI is in the
I
way.
love that for you.
Oh, that's 18.
18. As you're looking over
yeah,
this
yeah.
chest on the far left, you're checking for traps and you're looking around it and you notice a switch, very tiny piece of the wood in the bottom right corner of the chest that sticks out, looks like a switch.
Okay, is this switch labeled?
It is not. It is meant to be hidden, but you have discovered it.
I'm going to flip it.
All right. You flip the switch and this chest goes and it moves out of the way, revealing a hole in the floor.
Trap
All right,
door.
Panic room.
Before I enter, I'm going to poke my head out. Oi! Dragon Force Strike Team! I have found a hidden hatch, laddies!
Was that Zarok?
Basically attempting to summon the whole team together.
I just pause and like shattering a chair against the wall. Go,
What?
What?
Hidden room, laddies!
You're
I
using
found a hidden room.
you're using the wrong voice here, buddy. That's from the BBL character.
Rewind.
Yeah.
Dragon Strike Force team, I have found a hidden hatch to a hidden room, it would appear.
Well, let's go down.
Yes, I would rather not go down alone. Shall we go down together and explore?
Sure, I'll go first. I jump in.
As you jump over the hole, your feet stomp, and it looks like you're floating in midair, and you're not penetrating the hole.
Ooh, ball been there.
Did he just find boots of flotation?
Oh,
That's pretty good.
That was fast. Dude.
I'm gonna look down and then go. Finally found the boots of levitation. They were on me the whole time.
I'm just like, disengage, disengage.
Perhaps there is another switch. Or some kind of ward here.
So
Look.
that
Can
being said, I,
Ryuki,
Detect magic?
you know magic, right?
I'm already looking at plants. I'm checking the plants.
They haven't
gonna
been watered in
investigate
like a
this.
week, dude.
Nah. I want to check this plant for anything, like in tune or something possibly.
Can you talk to plants? Can you ask the plants what happened?
There's speak with animals. I don't think there's speak with
You know,
plants.
there is speak with plants. Do you not have it?
I don't think I have that.
I don't think you do yet.
Not
either.
yet,
Uh-uh.
at least. That'd be dope. But I'm just
really
kind of
good.
like checking the soil, seeing if anything.
Yeah.
That would actually be amazing.
Give me a nature check.
Check. It is a 13.
13. You're looking over. You go to put your hand in the soil, and you realize it's not real soil. And then you're looking over the plant. And you're like, oh, these are fake.
Ah. I was like, hold up. All right. And I return back and be like, I got nothing with the plants. Sorry, boys.
I'm going to investigate this middle chest for either another switch or another trap.
Okay.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Should have backed up.
That was close. It was almost a natural one, boys. But it rolled to a 19 plus 4 is 23.
Nice. Yeah. As you're looking over this middle chest, you are very confident after looking it over for any switches, traps, all the things that there's nothing special to look out for in this one.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
I'm going to open it just to see what's inside.
Okay. Inside, there are bags of dried jerky, fruits, bags of veggies that are spoiled at this point, and just a bunch of food.
Well, hell yeah. I'm taking the dried jerky. That's for sure.
Hi, Miss Maya.
And then after I take the dried jerky, I'm going to check this last chest for any traps or switches or anything of the sort. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Curiosity is boding. That is 11 plus 4 is 15.
15. Yeah, same thing. You're pretty confident there's nothing going on with this box.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
I am also going to open it and check to see what's inside.
All right. Opening this last chest, there are just like smaller barrels inside full of different colored liquids. Purples, reds, blues, blacks, yellows, pinks.
Okay. Okay. With that, does it look like the barrel is like, is it able to be moved?
You can try to move it.
Yeah, I would just like to try and just nudge it a small little bit just to see if like there's a switch attached underneath it or something.
Okay.
Do you want investigation for that?
No, if you're trying to move it, just give me a strength check to push it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
As
just
it's full of
stomping.
liquid. You're just. Are you looking around at all, or are you just stomping?
I mean, actually, I have a different idea. So I'm stomping right now, and
Okay.
then I'll let him finish his thing, and then
Deal.
Okay. So you want strength check?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you son of a bitch! You're supposed to be 17, but you roll down to a 7. Take away 1 is 6.
6. Yeah, you go to push it, and you're like, ah! Oh! It's a very thickly built barrel, completely full of liquid, makes it very heavy. You are not able to push it. Your feet are doing that thing where they're scraping on the floor, and you're like losing traction and slowly slipping lower and lower.
This is as thick as the inside of Perxerius's femur muscle. I can't do anything with this.
Ooh, I like that.
so I'm gonna back up off of the hole,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and get my fingers and see if there's like an edge.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, as your fingers get in the cobblestone, your fingers are like hitting in the grooves. But it's like the second you get exactly to the barrier of the hole, whoop, it's super smooth and you can't grip underneath anything.
You said it's cobblestones?
Stone around it, correct. Or, sorry, it's wood with stone underneath it.
So can I get one of the planks and try and rip it up?
You absolutely can. And that would be the cobblestone underneath it. Sorry, I got those mixed up. I knew you'd pull boards up.
So then is the... So is it flush, or like as I touch, is there a barrier that comes down?
You're trying to move the cobblestone away from the hole?
Well, after I've ripped up the plank, like, is it
If
flush with the cobblestone? Is it
it's
like
flush
the
with the
barrier?
stone.
Okay. I am going to use my magic hammer,
Okay.
and I'm going to pulverize the stone.
The stone, okay.
A certain she shanty might pull it up. I feel start glowing.
Like, we'll all sail together or something, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh.
First thing I thought of.
I like that a lot.
I join in, pull out a random banjo, and just start playing along.
You can only enter the hole if you're a Adventure Guild legend.
While he's doing that, I'm also looking through the scraps that are there on the table in front of me. The books.
All those books,
looked through
I should have
before.
moved it, but all the books got moved outside at Quad's feet. So the pile of books is outside at this point.
Okay, gotcha. All right, I'm just investigating the other plant at this point.
It's also fake.
Yeah.
Can I use my piton and my hammer to chip the stone away?
It'll take a while, but you can try.
I just want to get enough. I want to see how thick the barrier is.
Okay.
So I want to take...
Yeah, give me an attack roll then. Just to see kind of like how effective the entrenching digging is with this.
Well, real quick. So the cobblestones, is there grout in between them?
Yes.
Is it just stone? So I'm going to chip away at the grout.
Okay, got you.
So that then I can try to remove a stone.
Okay, that's easy to do then. Yeah. If you're chipping away at the grout to then loosen up a stone, you can give me... I want you to give me some strength, too, to try to move this stone then.
Sure. Athletics or just strength?
Just strength.
Come on, man.
I know, but I hate you. No, I don't hate you. I adore you.
That's a 15.
15. Yeah, no, you're able to kind of wiggle. It's not like a big chunk. Like it's pretty thin. Not like tile thin, but a pretty good little chunk. And you pull it back, and it kind of caves down. It's like a sloped hole kind of going down into the hole at this point.
Can I get my fingers? Like when I am trying to get my fingers under the barrier.
Correct. Yeah, I know what you're doing. Yeah. As you slide your fingers down the gap you made, they made contact where exactly would be the side of where the barrier is, and your fingers hit a wall right there.
I have a question, DM.
Yeah.
And okay, so we got a little creative earlier in our adventure with fairy fire, and I'm wondering if I'm able to cast it again with like the purpose or the intention of seeking out some sort of a switch that might be present in the house. Kind of hoping that if
fairy fire only works. I mean, you can just do an investigation if you want.
Yeah,
but yeah, fairy fire has to be on living stuff.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious if there's any other switches in the house in general that might turn off if it's a ward or anything like that, or if it's like some sort of electronic barrier of some sort or anything of the sort.
Is anyone helping with this?
I could help.
Okay. Go ahead and give me investigation with advantage then.
Rolling.
What are you thinking? What are you looking for?
He is looking around for any switches, like anything that might turn off a ward, any extra bibs and bobs that would explain this, or maybe how to get past it.
I got 23.
Okay. Yeah. With the 23, actually, as you're looking around the house, you're not finding anything. You're being very thorough. And just as you're kind of getting frustrated, you come back to the hole. And between the hole and the wall, it's very small, but in the cobblestone, you see a sigil etched into it of a rose with an earthworm wrapped around it.
Does this look like a place where we could place that crest we found earlier?
What crest?
Off of the guard, the sigil that we found there.
Oh, off the security guy or the guard?
Yeah.
The sigils don't match, but you can put it there if you want.
No. We found a thing. We found a thing at one point
familiar.
with a rose and a worm around it. Where did we find that? What was that?
Wasn't it after we wasn't it on
ring?
the guy that we saw in the ice tower or whatever you want to call it that we had stormed?
Well, we would have that item on
When I
us.
turned into a frog. Like I feel like
you did grab their possessions, yeah.
Wait. Wasn't it on the adventurers? Like we looted the dead bodies in the thing. Or was it something we got off of the wizard dude? But I don't think we got anything off of the wizard dude. Aside from leg.
I think it was prior to that. I thought we saw it on the dead guy that we had seen in that little ice tower that we had raided way earlier on.
The dragon? Where the dragon was at?
Before we got the dragon, the first floor, there was a person with pristine clothes.
Yeah, the adventurers that we had found.
Yeah,
wasn't
dead guy.
there was like a knight,
and
and was it his shield?
It was something like that. It was definitely like
There
I
was
remember seeing something like that.
I think you're right. I think it was on those dudes as we were coming up into the fortress, like that first room where they had been attacked by the undead.
Yeah, there was a dead dude there.
There was something on that dude, and I can't remember what it was. And Bud is trying really hard not to smile right now at something.
So, question for the DM then: where this symbol
did we
is?
kill Sokol? Did Sokol go with him, and he got killed by the undead?
So, where this sigil is, does it look like there's an outline for an item that might be able to be placed there, or that kind of matches it, or is it just the symbol itself?
It looks, because you had a good roll, it looks etched into the stone. If you put like your hand over, nothing's happening, but there's like grooves going around it for sure. It's pretty small. It's like, like a coin. Or I mean, it's smaller than a coin, but.
It was a medallion. The guy had a medallion. It was a medallion that was on the dude. Somebody has a medallion. I don't have it. Somebody has that medallion.
I was a frog the entire session.
You
I
were a
definitely don't
frog
have
the
it.
entire
That's
session.
right, you are a frog.
So, check inventories.
Until you wanted to see the dragon.
I
I don't
even
have
know
it.
if
I
that
just
would have
looked.
been. I don't even know if that would have been added to my inventory, honestly.
Well, you would have had to add it.
Oh wait, Ring of Evasion? No.
No.
It's like Earthworm Gem or something like that. I think we're looking for.
Somebody has. I think it was a medallion that was on the dude. Because I think we thought he was a cleric or a paladin or something. That it may have been a holy symbol.
I didn't notice anything get added to my inventory.
Yeah, I don't have any extra items in my inventory.
Well, somebody has it. I mean, Fudd did just listen to that first episode again. So he's probably going, you guys didn't pick it up.
Well, that was episode 3. I listened to the first episode.
Oh, yeah, I guess it was episode 3. Somebody has it. I am going to reach into my Mary Poppins pocket and pull out the medallion and put it against the wall where the little indent is.
Okay. You pull out the medallion that you definitely 100% looted. And by medallion,
Yeah.
I mean ring. And I went back and listened to that episode today.
You did listen to that episode today.
I did listen to that episode today. I checked all your character sheets and knew you didn't write it down, but I was waiting for one of you to at least get close enough and I'd give it to you. It was a ring with this sigil on it of a rose with an earthworm going around it because we had a conversation where I said worm and everyone thought W-Y-R-M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So you got the
Wire?
ring and you put it on the sigil, correct?
Yes.
And once you put the ring on, the indent or the sigil pushes into the floor and the barrier disappears. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, guys,
As
we found a dungeon in Dungeons and Dragons.
As
Get
I'm
shit
still
on D&D
standing
players.
over the hole and then fall through the hole. Oh, look at this.
Where
right.
did we find that? Was that at the ice castle thing?
It
The
was
fortress?
on that
Yeah.
adventuring group.
Fortress.
When you walked
Yeah.
in, all of them had a ring with that
Okay.
sigil on it. Yep.
Yeah.
Does
All
he
right.
take damage for the fall?
I guess we'll find out.
I knew I didn't have it because I haven't been like taking items. Like I'm letting you guys take everything.
Yeah.
So,
So I knew I didn't have it for sure.
who picked it up?
Zarok
listened to
picked
the
it up.
episode. I knew.
Of course he does.
Yeah, I
didn't write it
Sticky
down.
fingers.
Yeah. You didn't write it down, but
Yeah,
you were
this
like,
guy.
yep. I think you said, I think if I remember, you're like, I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper. So, hey, in 8 months from now, you might find a random sticky note with ring written on it.
Yeah.
Worm ring.
Worm
Yeah.
ring.
But that's what I said at first, wasn't it? I said we found a ring.
You said medallion first.
You said, I thought it was a shield or a medallion. Yeah, you didn't, no one said ring.
I thought I said a shield or a ring, and then I thought it was a medallion.
Well, I was
when
gonna
he
get there
was
because you
talking
made
about
the ring, and I
symbol.
was like, "Oh, it was a ring. That's right, it was a ring." Because I remember thinking about Lord of the Rings at the time. Yeah. Anyways.
All your
I remember thinking, yeah.
all your faces the second I
I'm
described
about
the
to listen.
sigil was like, oh, I know that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
worth it. So worth it.
I'm about to listen to all the episodes back just to like before next
All
session.
right.
I'm gonna be
All
ready.
right.
Gonna be ready.
Changing the entire story.
Gonna be
Just kidding.
prepared.
We're gonna quiz you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wanna
Fudd's gonna pull a loft on us.
That's gonna be the next Blueberry Lounge trivia. Is on this whole D&D campaign.
That's fine. Hell yeah.
That'd be
You guys are going to fail your own trivia.
I'm gonna host it, so can't fail.
Yeah,
go.
valid point.
I am gonna say we have totally trashed this house.
Yeah, you have.
And
Yeah,
we're
I
about
just
to
made a
enter
note.
into a dungeon for who knows how long.
I just made a note that for the next time, whenever we jump into the dungeon, that I'm intending to be last to jump in and pull that chest across and over, so it looks like we were never there. And
Very
it's all
smart.
just planted evidence.
Except for all the bloody footprints
Mhm.
we've left around us.
All the
This
missing
poor guard is
documents.
going to wake up with the worst headache and just be like, "What the fuck?"
Who am I? What year is it?
Perk, don't forget about all your weapons back there that I shuck off.
Yeah, you don't have any
All
weapons
Just
going
done
into
with
this
it?
dungeon, buddy.
No.
You fell into the hole
was
with
done with
no
them.
weapons.
Oh,
I don't need any. I'm good.
Unarmed
I'm
strike,
good.
let's go.
I totally forgot.